song was just about to end, but also it was getting confusing with the game music, which you can also hear now. And also, the baby just showed up. Hey everybody, it's the baby. Who's been crazy all morning. Just bouncing off the walls. Sometimes literally. Yeah. He does literally bounce off the walls. He's crazy. Just a crazy little boy. But yeah, anyway, it's Thursday, which means this week that it's time for more Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood, which I, again, do not know if we're going to finish today or not. I wouldn't be surprised if we finish it today, but I really don't know what to expect. Yeah, I don't know how long the game goes. Like I said, how long to beat says 8.5 hours, but it's already been more than 8.5 hours. And those estimates are never anywhere near where I end up being in the end. So, you know, Pabu's right there. He did just get fed though, so like he shouldn't be a problem. Just realized my chat window is laborked. Why is that like that? Doesn't seem like there's any issue on Twitch. Let's see if we can fix that. There we go. All better. All better now. I don't know what Pabu wants. What do you want? What do you want? You want to be a problem again? Because you're good at that. I'm just going to put my notebook elsewhere. For when Pabu inevitably jumps up here and decides to cause problems. Because he does that. It's a thing that he does. He does. So yeah, last time we No! No. You don't get to go up on my shoulder right now. I don't know what to do with him. Like, I don't know what to do with the fact that he's just here at the start of stream now, these days. Like, you've been really needy, and that's, like, kind of fine, but also, I don't know what to do with you in regards to stream. Because you're a menace. Just a big old menace. Yeah. What a baby. What a baby. Anyway, game's got really pretty music, so at least we have that in the background for cat time. Hello, Tycho. I'm gonna behave. I hear that your sister is eating now. Okay, we can try letting you on the desk. Whereupon you will immediately be annoying, right? You don't want to just sit in a box. You want to do whatever the fuck this is. Okay, cool. Thank you for plonking your butt down right in front of my keyboard. And hitting me with your tail. Why are you like this? Why do you gotta be so rude? You're so rude. Why? Stop! Stop it! Look at this like dramatically lit bastard cat. Who doesn't love a good dramatically lit bastard cat? Well, I guess we're probably gonna be able to ignore him for about 15 seconds before he starts pawing at shit again. Yeah. Oh, less than. Can you stop? Flap, 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 flap. Why are you so grumpy? What are you mad about? Your life is fine. Stop. Hey. Come on. Come on. What do you want? Have a timeout. We are going to leave the door closed until Lily comes to yell. Or Tycho wants out. Because I don't feel like dealing with Pabu's bullshit today. At least not this early. But yeah, sorry for being a smidge late, but we're here. Hopefully, I want to say hopefully we finish the game today, but like I guess it's not really a huge deal if we don't. So yeah, I don't know. We'll just see how it goes. We'll wing it. We'll see. I'm very sad that I can't that my character is going to lose her sister, but it's all very well done in a way that makes it not as terrible. Yeah, I just realized I forgot to switch my game capture like I always do. I'm a professional. I do this 3 times a week. But yeah, anyway, let's get into it. Pabu is already pawing at the door. If I looked at the right angle, there might be a paw sticking under the door, in fact. Anyway. Okay, yeah. Continue. Yeah, we're at 16 cards, chapter 6, and almost 8 hours in. Oh, fuck's sakes. He's fighting Lily. Pabu! Sorry about that. See, this is the problem with Pabu. He wants to play and he wants attention, and that's fine, but I can't do that with him 100% of the time. I have other things to do and other children. But if he doesn't get what he wants, he goes and beats up Lily because he's a fucking asshole. So he was beating up Lily. And so we needed to go fix that. So, apologies, but that's what that was. Anyway, Patrice says everything is set to go. Oh, yeah, we technically got this last time, but yeah. Patrice's hair is so long. Yeah, Election Day has been announced. For 32 cycles away from it, which I guess is days. I don't know who's zooming around now. It might be Tycho. We have everything we need, so let's get to work. The most critical point is, what do we do with this massive behemoth? Yeah, that. What do we do with your sister's savior? What could we possibly do with the help of an almighty being older than time who's able to grant wishes? Can you make everyone vote for us? Yes. What are you willing to pay in exchange? Ha, no need for that. Fortuna is a wish granter herself at this point. She already wrote that we'll win the election. Why bother doing anything then? I am compelled by some cosmic force? Oh, I see. We are sentient puppets at this point, aren't we, Fortuna? I'm sorry, or yep, I'll make you do all sorts of funny things. Would you like me to write you some free will? I'm gonna say that one. I suppose I should have recapped a little before we jumped in, but whatever. We're having an election. I am the best witch. May the best witch win, and it's me. I could have chosen Dahlia to win, and it would have been good, and I would like to play the game again and have it so that Dahlia wins. Although I don't know that I would do everything exactly the same up until this point to get to that, so we'll see. I don't know how replaying this game would go. Nalgar, woo, elections, you love when a games offer an escape from reality. I mean, yeah, but nobody ever said this game wasn't political. In fact, a bunch of people bitched that this game was political, so... But, I mean, hey, at least I get to have the platform. and know that I'll win with what I think is a good platform. There are 2 AFD posters near your house. Tempted to tear them down? Do it! Or, well, unless that's illegal. Because, like, I don't know about posters. I think posters, it probably would be fine, but, like, when elections are happening here, you're not allowed to, like, deface or tear down other, or anyone's yard signs or anything like that. That is, in fact, illegal. So, yeah, like, don't get yourself in trouble, but also fuck that shit. Well, possibly. Well, look it up. Maybe. If you have the energy or desire to do so, because I would love to rip that down. So, yep. Not sure about defacing though. Yeah, there's that too. But yeah, fuck that. Fuck that so much. But anyway, Fortuna's being sassy and asking if we'd like to write him some Abramar some free will. We haven't explored how well the deck fares against paradoxes. That's an interesting line of investigation. Ahem. Let's focus on the task at hand, please. Oops. Sure. What can a behemoth do for free? I could disguise myself as a familiar and deliver messages. I can harvest energy. I can spread rumors. Interesting. And I think that's about it if we don't want to draw too much attention to my powers. It's already more than I expected, so great. Happy to surpass your expectations, O dominant sister. Which grimoire of clowns did you find this one in, Fortuna? Abramar thinks that's funny. Let's check the vibe of the coven first. Programs have already been made public, so witches are starting to form their own ideas regarding this race. We can tap into the mind of the coven with the Dream Ball. Dream Ball allows us to get real-time readings on our community's desires and expectations. Hence, we can filter the current vote intention. This will be the pivotal tool for adjusting our strategies as the race progresses. Okay. So we can break things down with different types of members of the coven, etc. Okay. Every action we perform and the actions of our opponents, of course, will affect the coven's sympathies, and that'll be reflected in the Dream Ball's readings. I added some men's runes to filter vote intention by demographic. Okay. Go ahead and browse through them. I encourage you to put some time into familiarizing yourself with the characteristics of each group. You not only need their votes, but you also plan on becoming their leader, so you'd better take responsibility and do some studying. Since I know you're not a people person, I wrote a quick guide for you. Luckily for you, your sister is one of the Coven's archivists. I already wrote down a comprehensive demographic analysis for you. I took the liberty of placing it all in your library for when you have the time to go and do some studying. Whoa, thank you so much. I got you. Tycho! What's up? Hello. How's it going? What are you... Hello. What is it that you would like, sir? Where are you going? Monkey butt. I don't know where monkey butt's going. What are you doing? Hey. What you doing? What you doing? No, you may not eat cookies. Now, about how we're going to operate. Fortuna, you won't be able to accomplish much by yourself out there, being exiled and all, but we'll act as your will outside this room. Just let us know what you want us to do, and we'll set out to do so. Could be promoting some point of the program, looking for allies, gathering intel, harvesting some energy for your deck. Bear in mind that these tasks will take between 3 and 5 cycles each, so plan accordingly. Hey, Pabu, fuck off. You've already attacked your sister today. We are out of patience for you. Tycho, did you really have to crash into the microphone? Sorry about that. Why you have to peak mic for listeners? It's not nice. You go sit down peacefully or you fuck off. Okay? Those are your options right now. Behave. Well, it's destruction of property, jail for up to 2 years. Okay, well, that feels extreme for tearing a poster down, and I don't know that that would be enforced, but still, probably not worth the risk. That's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. Because, yep. Sorry to hear that. Okay, so yeah, we have to plan accordingly. Can you stop? Can you just stop? Why is he like this? He's gonna continue being a problem. But wait, what do I do while you're all out? Do your homework. Do some studying, make some cards, or jerk off to relieve the pressure. Patrice! What? It works, trust me. Always so gross. As the race progresses, you'll have to meet some prospective allies or even rivals here in this office. So don't worry, I don't think you'll get much idle time. Okay. Everyone ready? Any doubts? Let's conquer all. Well, rather than conquer, let's have our sisters put their trust in us. Yes, of course. It was a figure of speech. Okay, we can never be too safe with you. Oh, I almost forgot. I've got something for you, Fortuna. Ooh, some earth energy. / an earth pact? Love, the support of my friends. Or, oh, that's the earth pact coming through, I guess. Nulgar, and at least one of them has the slogan AFD now, which offers so many possibilities. Ban AFD now, or if you have voted for NSDAP in 1933, you can vote AFD now. That is a lot more words, but you could. What do you want from me? Mr. Boo Boo, please. Bonk. I would pick him up, but he's still wet from where I sprayed him with water after he chewed on his sister. Come here. Into the box. Stay in the box. That was awkward. That was a very awkward chair situation. Hey. Behave. Sit. Notice how I didn't do anything to him except let him sniff my hand. Why is he so angry all of the time? He needs to play more, but it's not enough because I play with him and he's still like this. Now you'd have to look up what the law stance on addenda is. I mean, honestly, they're also not gonna catch you, but I'm not out here on the internet telling you to commit crimes. I'm watching you. Why are you so grumpy? While I was charting a dark matter cloud for the Coven, I met with the corpse of a witch that was clutching an object of power. Since they lost their will, they didn't mind letting me have it. Here, a sympathy stone. It's a special object of power that will amplify the efforts of whoever's trying to help you. Oh wow, thank you, Patrice. Just wet a brush with some freshly brewed sage infusion and write down the names of your allies on it. I'll do it immediately. I love it. Thank you. I got you. So basically, this charm will render the tasks you assign us more effective. Got it. Anyway, let's get to work. Let's make sure we all have a task and get this ball rolling. Stay motivated. All right, tasks. Okay, okay, producers are all Jasmine. Well, and like, I mean... Okay, the warriors are 100% for Dahlia, which tracks. Explorers are mostly for Dahlia. Academics are mostly for Jasmine. Oracles are mostly for me. Interesting. And overall, this is the stats. Yeah, we can look at the programs, but I don't care. Can you not? Get out of there. Behave! Why are you so angry about nothing? You just got fed? You have lots to do? Go away! Like, he's literally just sitting there doing the angry tail flap. Like, Jesus Christ, cat. And I don't want to pick him up because he's damp now. Not even damp, just wet. Okay. I don't know how I assign them tasks. Don't have enough energy to make another card. Oh, I click them in here. Okay, gotcha. I'd like you to look for allies and opportunities, challenge an opponent's program, promote our program, dig up dirt on our opponents, or harvest energy. Look for allies and opportunities. See in a few cycles. Okay, and Abramar, I'd like you to harvest energy for now. Your wish is my command. I'll get you some fresh energy. Okay, at least that's quicker. And we have someone to talk to. But let's do a little bit of studying first. Pabu may be gone for now. Like, it's not that I want him gone all the time or anything. He's just such a jerk when he's here. Okay, reading Patrice's demographics analysis. Let's see what Patrice prepared for me. Demographic novices. The freshly ascended, witches in training that still haven't found their calling. Though bear in mind how time works in this immortal society, some novices find their place in the first few years, but some others may take decades. You don't need the approval of anyone to stop being a novice and join the ranks of the producers, academics, or explorers. On the other hand, warriors require tests first, and to become an oracle, as you're well aware, another oracle needs to dream about you. Strategy guide. The novices are usually pushed around by the rest of the witches, so they welcome any initiative that increases their rights and opportunities. Okay, let's read another one. We don't have to read all of them right now. That would be a lot, but we'll read 3 before we talk to whoever that is, I guess. Okay, demographic academics. Witches so absorbed with the mysteries of this cosmos that they rarely do anything beyond studying it. They are one of the most, if not the most, prestigious demographics, since they're constantly furthering our craft and talents. Although you don't necessarily need to be old to be wise, academics are the oldest demographic on average. You can count them as the biggest elder representation in this race. In fact, Cupressa is one of them, so she may have a slight advantage in this front. Strategy guide. Academics like quiet, control, respect, protocol. They're pretty well off, so they'll welcome anything that maintains the status quo. Alright, one more. Okay. Demographic producers. These witches have a penchant for milking the cosmos, be it gardening, mining, sewing, or distilling dark matter, you name it. They pride themselves on providing. Without them, we'd all lose many comforts, to be honest. Producers and academics have an almost symbiotic relationship. Producers fund academics' endless research, and in exchange, they reap the latest techniques for furthering the exploitation of this universe. Jasmine is one of them, so she'll have the upper hand with this demographic. Strategy guide. Producers have historically felt underappreciated and overworked. To cater to them, increase their quality of life and relevance. Okay. See who this is. I don't know who this is. I was going to say, is it Cupressa? It is. Witch Fortuna, I would like to formally introduce myself before the race. There are some topics I am interested in discussing with you regarding the nature of the political shift our coven is about to experience. Kind regards, Cupressa, the historian witch. I need to have a drink of water so I can stop stumbling over my words. Hopefully that helps. Tree Oracle Lady. Hello. I am Cupressa. Nice to meet you. Welcome. I am Fortuna. Nice to meet you too. Thanks for having me. I wanted to introduce myself formally before the race becomes hectic. That is so kind of you. I'm sorry that you had to come all the way here. There are still 800 years of exile left in the sentence Adana cast over me. I am well aware. Adana often confided in me. The fear you inspired in her was one of her greatest weaknesses. Oh, wow. I don't know how to feel about that. That makes 2 of us. That's the main reason I decided to pay you a visit. To keep me in check? To form my own judgment. I promise I carry the best of intentions. Adana was right. You should fear me too, or don't be so harsh. I'm nice. I promise. I promise I carry the best of intentions. There's a certain aura around you that tells me I can trust you. Plants. We're more sensitive to this kind of energy. Now I see that Adana's fear was unfounded, a product of her decaying mind. Knowing this, I must ask you and your team to retire from the race. What? Why? You are too close to your human side to properly govern a cosmic coven. That's what made Adana such a great leader. She had a direct channel of communication with the gods and was far detached from her human origins. On the other hand, you, Dahlia and Jasmine, you have an uncountable number of human flaws. Fear, pride, envy, greed, even what you consider virtues such as ambition or mercy. Or even the most basic things such as the need for comfort or enjoyment cloud your judgment. Flaws, flaws, flaws. But without feelings, can you truly care for your peers? Okay, you're a psychopath, get out of my house. Or, and how are you better than us? Yeah, I don't think being completely detached is good, because there are lots of witches that still have attachments to their former selves. But without feelings, can you truly care for your peers? There are many beings in this universe that are better suited for leadership than your kind, precisely because of this lack of human feelings. Have you ever stopped to study the flora? Most witches are too fauna-centric to see other forms of coexistence. As a tree, my intelligy is that of growth and community. I lack individuality, and I'm just part of a forest. We the plants grow, expand, and nurture all around us. The majority of us don't need to feed on other living beings to prosper. That basic fact alters our whole perception of reality. Human existence is so built on top of sacrifice that you are immune to innumerable forms of brutality. You are devourer of worlds, and we the plants are their healers. I am going to take care of you no matter how you treat me. Let me ask you a question. What's the most important quality in a leader? Intelligence, selflessness, empathy, charisma, or integrity? I'm gonna say empathy. A very useful trait to understand the fear and needs of your community. Probably the trait in which I am most lacking. But empathy is a double-edged sword. Of course. Historically, empathetic leaders often crash and burn, overwhelmed by the contradicting angst of their people. A characteristic that can quickly turn to weakness. Maybe, but selflessness, that's the most important trait in a leader. That would have been my second option, but I feel like selflessness is kind of akin to empathy. Not the same, but akin to. To put the group's needs before your own. And even if you invented the word, humans aren't capable of it. That's not true. All those emotions we talked about before, they're what make it impossible. Satisfaction, respect, honor, friendship. The list is endless. Humans are capable of selfless actions, but not of selfless existences. A leader deprived of all that is just an automata. You're right, but I still want to lead. Are you implying that humans should never lead? Of course she's implying that. She's not even implying that. She's almost straight up saying that. A leader deprived of all that is just an automata. And what's the problem with that? A leader needs drive, a vision. They need to take risks. And gamble with the future of a whole community? Yes. You put your trust in a leader because you believe in the change they propose. Otherwise, you're just appointing an administrator. And what's wrong with having a fair administrator? Stagnation. Unlike plants, we consider movement to be a symptom of life. I see. So that's what you and your sisters value over stability. I'm afraid human-born witches are like that, yes. Thank you. You've helped me to understand our coven better. Listen, Cupressa, use the Eye of Adana to look inside her. Would you like me to read your fortune or good luck with the race? I'm gonna use the eye. What's this buried emotion? What's the matter? I know that you are in love with Adana. Okay. Poor Cupressa, I won't bother her about it. I could go either way with that. I'm not gonna bother her about it. Maybe? I don't know. Because it doesn't really make a difference, ultimately. But at the same time, she pushed my buttons. I'll say, I know. That is nonsense. Doesn't that conflict with the selflessness you were talking about? It sounds like a liability for the kind of leadership you're proposing. I'm just aware of how big a loss it is for our coven that Adana died. Maybe you are mistaking that for love. No, you love her, romantically. She gave me her eyes. I can see through you. Oh, wow. That's why your program includes keeping her corpse intact. Please, don't say anything. I'm trying to purge this emotion from myself, but I still haven't worked out how to. This has nothing to do with the race. Please keep it between us. I'm gonna say I'll respect her. It is juicier to confront her. But, like, our sisters probably should be made aware of the reason she wants to keep Idana around, but at the same time, she's not gonna win. So, like, do I need to drag her like that publicly? Right? I don't know. Because, like, me as a person, I would want to respect her privacy, but, like, that's not how politics work, generally speaking, but also that's not necessarily a good thing. So. Because it mostly has nothing to do with the race. Mostly. It has a little to do with her program, but that's about it. Well, I mean, kind of. Like, part of wanting to uphold Adana's things exactly as they were might be part of that. I don't know. Whatever. Would Adana herself tell me I'm being silly to not exploit it, considering she gave me her eye in the first place? Patrice would tell me to exploit it. And it is kind of hypocritical. I don't want to extort her. That's not really an option to me. This is apparently where all the hard decisions are going to start happening. Not that we haven't already had several hard decisions, but you know. Ugh. I'll respect her privacy, and if it ends up being a problem later, then maybe it's a lie. Thank you, Fortuna. Your sympathy won't be forgotten. I think it's time for me to leave now. Wait, would you like me to read your fortune? Would you do that for an opponent? Of course, my priority is to help the coven. Very well, let's see what fortune has in store for me. And I'm not going to just choose the worst thing on purpose. Tell me what it is you wish to ask the cards. There's only one thing on my mind, something really dear to me. Will I be able to safeguard Adana's legacy? Of all the eras I've lived through, Adana's has been the most peaceful and prosperous. At the expense of some of her sisters, but sure. Please, don't poison the reading with your resentment. That's improper of an oracle. You're right. I will focus on your honest will. Think about Adana while I shuffle my deck. Okay, well, at least, like, yep. Fortuna, are you listening? Look into their souls. Witness to many kinds of love. The bartender can channel hidden feelings. Minister of Secrets veils the inner truths of the heart. Okay, so, just the phrasing of that. Was that always like that? No, but you will make peace with it and find new forms of happiness, or you will steal one of Adana's masks and drop it out of the race. And drop out of the race. You will leave the coven and start a cult to follow the mask's whispers. That's awful. Yes, the coven will idolize Adana and her sacrifice. Most will follow her philosophy, even if it's not the official rule anymore. Ooh, I hate that. No, but you will make peace with it and find new forms of happiness. That's the best for everybody, in my opinion. And is not a bad outcome for her. Because, like, I don't want to be like, fuck you, your life is going to be terrible. Go make a cult. Dot. What's up? Happiness is always good news, isn't it? Happiness means nothing to me. What I want is for Adana's work to be eternal. Nothing is eternal. I know. I knew this endeavor was meaningless from the moment I set out to do it. But still, I needed to try. Will you give up now? No. Even if it's just the tiniest fraction, keeping some of Adana's legacy alive is priceless. I see. Thank you for allowing me to peek into the future, Fortuna. And thanks for having me at your home. Good luck with the race. Good luck to you, too. Overall, that went okay. Okay, that was 2 cycles. Hey, went for a trip and stayed at Star and got this out for you. Okay. That wasn't as much as I would have liked, but that's okay. Will you make more cards with this? Yes, I will. Like, I don't really want to do the dirt on our opponent's route. I don't think any of this has changed. I guess look for allies and opportunities. I'll comb the cosmos and see what I can find. Yeah, I don't think anything's changed. Which makes sense. We haven't really done anything to change it yet, so. Okay, let's do a couple more readings on demographics and make a card. Provided that we can, but we should have enough energy. I guarantee you there's an achievement for doing all the studying if there's an achievement for doing all the interactive stories, which there was, so I'm tempted, but whatever. Let's see what Patrice prepared for me. Demographic warriors. Hunters, guardians, soldiers. Specialized in all kinds of combat and cosmic warfare. They keep us safe, provide rare materials from demons and other dangerous beings, and they also craft weapons. It is the hardest group to belong to as it's a very demanding occupation. We barely count a dozen in our coven. Dahlia is one of them, and I'm sure she'll have their undying support no matter what. Strategy guide. Warriors are extremely loyal, so unless something exceptional happens, they're going to be on Dahlia's side. Yep, which is fine, I suppose. Demographic explorers. These witches continuously chart this cosmos. Explorers scout new locations, discover new sources of energy and materials, and keep us informed of the latest events around every galaxy. They're usually too busy to mess with politics, so anything goes for them as long as it doesn't hinder their endeavors. Strategy guide. They're pretty easy. Sorry, hang on a second. Yikes. Okay. Strategy guide. They're pretty easy. Throw them a bone here and there and they'll support us. Although the same goes for the other parties too. What to do? Okay. It was... I have basically just been given a day to do a whole bunch of work. Well, we'll deal with that later. Demographic oracles. I shouldn't have to tell you about the oracles since they're your lot. They also happen to be the most reclusive of all witches, so you're not really a community per se. Oracles are the least abundant faction in our coven, since one can't choose to be an oracle. The only way is for the cosmos to choose for you to become one. Oracles, with their premonitions and hunches, usually play a supportive role, counseling any witch who's at a crossroads. In reality, what you are is the Sisterhood's therapists. Strategy guide. This demographic is unpredictable. I don't know if it's worth investing time in catering to oracles. Although if you do, I bet you could sway them easily just out of sympathy. Okay. Okay, I've read all of her analyses. Okay, well, I'm just gonna skip through one then. We'll do a study. Oh, studied enough, best not overdo it. Okay. Make a card. Can I afford to do the thing I want to do? Yes, I can. I have so much air energy stuff left, which is a problem. The brave mouse with his brave flag. Just let me click it. It's the mouse, finally. Yeah, I know. I've been trying to get to the point where I could use the mouse for a while. Because I wanted to put the mouse on the battlefield because I feel like that's where it belongs just based on the description. So. Okay, I don't like the angle that that's at. Nah. Just wanted that to be slightly flatter. I don't know, that works for me. I don't know if it makes sense, but it works for me. Surrender. War distorts all feeling. The banner extends a challenge. The cloth speaks of courage. The trident pierces through magic and makes it bleed emotion. Judgment, test, communication, peace, rivalry, tragedy, and courage. I can only make 3 more cards. And we have 4 more backgrounds. We can afford all of them. But like, ugh, I don't know if I should do this one. It's like about loss. Yeah, like I should maybe save up for some of the bigger ones. Although we have a lot of water energy. Okay, we're down to 29 cycles left. We've got Taya and somebody else. Could be Thea, but I call her Taya. Oh, and our lovely Pepper Witch, whose name I forget. Is it Cassia? Yes, I think so. Anyway, Dear Fortuna, I need to bring you up to date regarding an active conflict that may affect the current elections. Let me know when it's a good time for me to visit. Sure. Hello again, Fortuna. Thank you so much for coming. What's this about? An active conflict? Should we be worried? Well, there is an internal war going on within the Coven of the Jade Sculptors. The conflict escalated quicker than we anticipated, and there have been many witch casualties in a matter of weeks. So the Arbitrage Office had to intervene to minimize casualties and, above all, keep it contained and make sure no other coven takes part in the conflict. I see. First and foremost, we want to ask every coven to refrain from engaging in combat no matter what the sculptors offer. Should you wish to offer assistance, keep it humanitarian. In fact, there is someone I would like to send your way. Your counsel has been very valuable to me and, by extension, the Arbitrage Office. Maybe you will be able to do the same for a group of refugees that had to leave the Jade Sculptors to save their skin. We need to bring some order into this chaos. Very well, I'll talk with my team and see what we can do. Depending on how you handle it, it may be an opportunity. Thank you so much. Shouldn't the Arbitrage Office be neutral? Probably, but I'm not going to bother asking, because Abramar's influence is also part of it here. Oh, no, thank you. You'll be contributing to the restoration of peace. I'm giving notice to the office. They will tell Zira, the representative of the refugees, to make contact with you. Okay, I can't promise anything, though. You meet with her, no strings attached, and decide if there's something that your party can do to help. That I can do. Very well, that'll be all. Something to confess? Haha, no way. Protocol. Okay, as always, thank you for your time. Thank you for coming. Bye! 27 cycles left and Patrice is back. Jasmine organized a meetup in her garden to get to know all the novices better. I don't know what transpired at that little tea party, but many of them want to support Jasmine now. Let's be careful. Reporting, looking for allies and opportunities. I found someone that could help us, Fortuna. She'll pay you a visit. Her name is One, Witch of Entropy and Decay. Like you and Adana, she's one of the Oracle Witches in the Coven. She's able to read the entropy in any system, no matter whether it's a machine, a community, a building, an astral body, or even an idea. Basically, One can discern what actions will accelerate or prevent the decay of just about anything. Maybe she can help us find the weak spot in our opponent's strategies? Maybe. Promote our program, please. Let's focus on our efforts on this group. Ooh, the warriors are kind of a waste. Let's go with the explorers? Yeah. Okay, I'll do my best. I'll be back in a few cycles. Ugh, we are gonna run out of time and it is gonna be a problem. Yeah, so they're mostly for Dahlia right now. The academics and producers would be good to target as well. Okay. I would really like to have the last 3 cards. You know? Hello. What's up, little boy? Why are you looking like there's ghosts? Okay. Okay, this is Junracia. It's the moment of truth. Let's confirm whether our paths align or diverge. Not yet. My dear mentor Fortuna, is it okay to visit, or are you too busy with the political campaign? I'm getting the hang of my powers now. Maybe there's a way for me to help you? I love you, Kazuya. Please come. Please come visit. I adore you. Oh, she doesn't even fly on anything. She just flies on flames. I love her. Ooh, she's got so many jars and bottles. Excellent. Very good. Hello. Hey, welcome back. How are you doing? Very good. Very good. Yeah? Yes, way better than I expected, to be honest. It took me a while to realize I wasn't dreaming, but once I connected with what magic is and how I can interact with the cosmos, I feel unstoppable. I've never felt this alive. I'm so happy for you. It's thanks to you that I got this far this quick. What you read in the cards for me, it profoundly affected me. Your words have been fueling my passion for the cosmic arts. So much that I've had praise from the whole coven, including the elders. They say they've never seen someone as promising as me in the whole history of the coven. Oh wow, that's big. Congratulations, I'm so happy for you. Thank you so much. I could never repay what you've done for me. Actually, about that, I'd like to join your party, please? I'll do anything, grabbing cosmic coffees or whatever the equivalent is in this case. I just want to help in any way I can. Oh, that's so nice of you. So, will you have me on board? Of course, we'd be thrilled to have you. Yes! Thank you so much for this opportunity, Fortuna. You won't regret it. I'm gonna do my best and then some. That's a good attitude. You're already in our headquarters, so find a comfortable spot and I'll come up with something for you to help us with. Understood. Recruit the Peppermancer. About Abramar. About that. Let's get a little more energy from Cassia. Oh, harvesting energy, how exciting! I'll bring lots of it. Thank you, I love you, bye. Wow, their colors are way too similar. Okay, report Abramar. I found someone interesting. I suddenly induced the idea that she should pay you a visit. Her name is Manaka, head of explorers. That's not a real position in the coven, it's an honorific title she got from the rest of the explorers, which may be even more important than an official designation. More often than not, Manaka roams the outer edges of the known universe, mapping every star and planet. She even developed a shape-shifting orrery that keeps track of any changes to any astral body that the coven has charted in real time. Just recently, Manaka came back to the coven because of the elections. If we can get her on our side, we can easily win the confidence of every explorer witch in the coven. Okay, sweet. Too bad that I already sent Patrice to go help with the explorers, because we might not need that now. That's unfortunate. Dig up dirt on our opponents, I guess. Heh, turning invisible may prove useful for this. Let me see what I can find. I'll be back. Okay. Okay, holding off on cards a bit. Juneracia or Zira, Jade Sculptor, right? I guess we'll talk to Juneracia first. If we can convince her to be on our side, that would be very impressive. So you didn't only choose the wrong side, you went as far as to found your own party just to make the same mistake. Good day to you two. I'm going to do everything in my power to stop you. Whoa, coming on strong. You came all this way just to declare war? Yes. Super. To begin with, you can forget about getting any votes from the academics, and then I'll start working on the other factions. Can't we reach some kind of compromise? No. See you in Congress. Okay, that was just a giant waste of my time. Bye. Thanks for wasting 2 days of my time. Okay, I didn't see this one coming. Dahlia and all the warriors just went on some sort of parade around the Sisterhood. It was more of a party than anything informative, but the energy was incredibly powerful. You know how it is with Dahlia. She's just too good at pumping everyone up. Oof. But we can come back from this. Charisma is a temporary illusion. We can fight it with well-laid ideas, and... Who am I kidding? We need to be more charismatic at any cost. Let's do our best, alright? Okay, and report on promoting our program among explorers. I'm back from my meeting with the explorers. I explained to them why our program is their best prospect. As a fellow explorer, once they knew I was on the team, it was easy to get them to support us. I know what drives us, after all. Okay, so explorers are still way over towards Dahlia right now. Abramar is digging up dirt. I think we need to challenge their programs. Gotta challenge Dahlia's, because Dahlia is the much bigger threat right now. Specifically, let's go after this point of Dahlia's program. I hate this, but, well, if we go after the referendum thing, yeah, gotcha, I'm on it. Okay, I don't know if that was a good choice, but we'll see. What are you? Okay. I don't know who that is. I guess we'll talk to the refugees first. We'll make a card once Kassia's back. Oh, she's pretty. Thanks for having me. My name is Zira. I'm a jade sculptor. Welcome, Zira. My name is Fortuna. I'm a cartomancer. What can I do for you? I lead a group of refugee witches. We are in desperate need of help. I'm so sorry to hear that. Take your time. Tell me what happened. I should first tell you about the nature of the conflict. And for you to properly comprehend what's going on, it's imperative that you learn about our culture. Are you familiar with the traditions of the Jade Sculptors? Access Adana's knowledge about Jade Sculptors. I know that you, the Jade Sculptors, are specialized in dialoguing with precious stones to ask them about their potential, and that you can carve any of them into magnificent magical tools. The most powerful stone being jade, right? Of course. Jade is the cornerstone of all your power, since you owe your might to that pact you sealed with the Jade Monks. Oh, you even know about the Jade Monks? Yes, they are the 2 largest known jade stones in the universe, each the size of a 5-story pagoda. They whispered their shape to your founding members, and those witches carved them into what they are today. You worship them, and in exchange they guard the souls of every member of your clan. If you bring the heart of a Jade Witch back to the Jade Monks, they can be born again, but as a mortal, retaining their memories but not their powers. Those reborn must stay in your temple to serve the living witches of your coven. I am so honored and impressed by your vast knowledge. My heart is at ease that you will fully comprehend the nature of our current conflict. I found a way of retaining power and immortality when rebirthing at the Jade Monk waterfalls. It is all thanks to a new stone carving method that I devised, which consists of imbuing quicksilver into the veins of raw jade. But our sisters considered this to be heresy. They claim that the purity of jade must be preserved. But I suspect they are mostly interested in not losing the influx of mortal servants. Some of us, a minority I must say, tried to defend the virtue of imbuing jade with metals. However, they declared us heretics and are hunting us down. Ugh, that sounds awful. That's why we need your help. And I'm aware of how risky it is to protect us at the moment. But hear me out. I came up with a proposal that may benefit us both. Okay, let's hear it. I researched many covens to see who'd be the best suited to give us asylum, and yours is one of the most powerful. I also learned that your sisterhood works on the basis of invitation. If any sister vouches for another witch, they can become a rightful member of your coven immediately. And I happen to know that you are in the middle of some elections, too. So, invite me and my 9 sisters to your coven, and we will all vote for you in the upcoming elections. Wow, that's... We also have some magic saved up, so as compensation for all your trouble, we can offer you 10 units of earth energy. I know the Jade Sculptors don't have the capacity to mess with a coven as powerful as yours. Take us in and we will all be safe. Please, I beg you. Protect us and you will have 10 more votes and more earth energy. It would be virtuous to say I accept but no need to vote for me, but, you know, very well, I accept. Mostly, what matters the most is them being safe. By the Jade Monks, is that true? Yes, I can't morally turn you away. Our coven will protect you. Thank you so much. You are saving our lives. We will support you with all our might. Not only with our votes, but also our magic. Whatever we can do for you, we are forever indebted. I only did what was right. Please, here, accept our Jade Earth energy. Thank you so much. How do we proceed now? I could write you a new future with my cards, get some rest, and meet with the rest of the coven. I can examine your future with my cards. Oh, that'll give me some peace, yes. It'll be my pleasure then. Alright, let me get my cards. I see 2 major forces at play in this predicament, so I'm going to draw a card for each of them. On one hand, we have you and your sisters, refugees, fleeing from your old coven, and, on the other hand, we have your pursuers, the four sisters that are after you, claiming that you are heretics. Please, Jade Monks, show mercy upon us. Focus on your training as a jade sculptor and on your desires as a witch while I shuffle my deck. Temptation, happiness, leadership, purpose, alliance. The White Sands cursed card. Yeah, blah blah. Get, Might give power to the pursuers if I give them that card. Using your art of imbuing jade with quicksilver, you will fuse with your sisters to become a powerful entity that'll witness and survive the end of this universe. You will end up founding your own coven that'll surpass the jade sculptors. Greatly inspired by my talents, you will carve a temple and a statue in my name to worship my figure and nurture my powers. No, thank you. That's too much. You will end up founding your own coven that'll surpass the jade sculptors. That's not possible. Why not? The jade sculptors didn't exist before your ancestors carved the giant jade stones, right? The possibilities are as endless as time for a mortal being such as you and me. You're right. I need to start focusing on what's ahead. And what you foretold is something well worth looking forward to. Thank you. I do worry about what we're gonna get here. Cool. Dig your grave. That's not... I mean, it is rebirth, too. The card is not good. No matter where you hide, your four sisters will end up finding a way to punish you all, one way or another. The Jade Sculptors will be deemed a danger to cosmic society and will be stopped and dissolved by the Arbitrage Office. Or the Jade Monks that you worshipped, displeased by the atrocities committed by your four sisters, will turn everyone except you and the ones who fled into Jade statues. They'll be dissolved. I am half looking at the energy I get out of this. She doesn't really want that, but... Okay, serves them right, she says. I could cry if I wasn't so utterly exhausted. The idea of being able to exist beyond the Jade Sculptors gives me some solace. Surviving them is not something I would have thought possible a few minutes ago. Thank you. You are welcome, my dear. Thank you for looking into our future. Somehow it's less bleak than I expected, even if I know there are still many hardships ahead. Thank you, really. For now, I'll focus on showing proper gratitude for you having taken us in. You are saving our lives in more than one sense. I hope everything works out for you all in the end. I like her. Okay, these two are back. She extracted energy from her peppers. It does. Thanks, babe. It may be a bit spicy. Hope you like it. Okay, Cassia, you're a delight. Promote our program to the producers, which you are now among. Oh, exciting! I'll go and spread the good word. Absolutely. Okay. I'm back from my spy mission. I found something a bit unquieting about Cupressa. Cupressa has this perfect memory, storing all events, both cosmic and earthly, inside her tree rings, knots, and branches. Well, apparently during Adana's mandate, some developments had to be edited out of existence, and that included literally trimming some of Cupressa's branches, destroying many years of records just to cover up Adana's dealings. We haven't been able to discover what the incident was about, and Cupressa is physically unable to recall it. But just revealing the fact that she probably colluded in the destruction of these records may be enough to spark some unrest among her followers. Which, I mean, there's only 6% of the Coven following her anyway. We could use it during a debate to throw her off her game. We'll see. Okay. Got a lot of allies and opportunities we're already working on, so I guess dig up more dirt. Sending Abramar to do the dirty work tracks. Okay. No, taking a card makes time, or making a card takes time, but I want to, and we have a lot of energy. Still don't have enough energy for the Penitent. Do have enough energy for Gaithrion. There are good options here. We'll do this. Probably do the Golden Shovel. Or the Jade Road Keepers. We'll do this. We'll do the cape cloak thing with the next one. Yeah, whatever. A little hard to see the rotation on that. Sure. There's 3 things waiting for me now. Apeirophobia. Consciousness of the many selves, turning angst into fuel. The little jade statue watches over the querent. Excessive earth energy can lead to immobility. Determination, rightfulness, alliance, guardian, ego, indifference, and stagnation. Okay. As much as I do want to make another card right away, we should catch up on things. She's reporting Junraisha's movements. I understand the meeting with Junraisha didn't go well, right? Junraisha is pulling her strings and convincing many academics to support Jasmine. We need to stop her. Let's get to work. Did you welcome the Jade Sculptor's refugees into our coven? Yeah. That's a bit complicated in the middle of a race, Fortuna. Based on the coven rules, they have the right to vote, and they're voting for us, of course, but this didn't sit well with the rest of the coven. Oh, I understand. Well, I had to welcome them in. I couldn't refuse to help them. Okay, let's rebuild from here. Yeah, things aren't going great. Challenging Dahlia's program report. I'm back. The novices weren't happy that we were trying to discredit Dahlia's referendum idea, but for the rest of the witches, especially the academics, we raised some valid concerns. Okay, so we have Cassia talking to the producers. Patrice already talked to the explorers. Let's talk to the academics. Okay, I'll do my best. I'll be back in a few cycles. Okay. I guess I should have said, okay, welcome in, but you don't have to vote for us. That's probably what I should have done. I don't want to keep those waiting, but I want to make one more card. Need something with some more air energy going on. We'll do these guys. I think I could probably craft the last one right away too. But I don't know. Actually, the Lamia body is way more fun, so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna shrink them at some point, but for now. Okay, I'm gonna move the bird so I can see. Okay. I don't know which one's supposed to be carrying which thing. And like, quote unquote, supposed to be, but you know. Okay. A little busy, but whatever. Golden Resonance. The Titans of the Quarry reinforce the Arcana with their ore. The golden vase holding fresh flowers will bring happiness to a homestead. If a golden vessel is left empty, it will summon cosmic fate. The birds of prey carry this message throughout the cosmos. Okay, it does take one cycle to do that. We'll have to see after a meeting if we can make the last card. A meeting or two, perhaps. We're not doing so great right now. So that one's confusing. This is Eugenia. How come you didn't let your mentor know that you're allowed to receive visits now? Is everything all right? I don't want to be a bother, but I would like to visit you and see if you're how you're doing after 2 centuries of exile. Okay, and dear Sister Fortuna, my name is Manaka. I am one of the Explorer Witches of our coven. I am meeting with members of every party to assess the best prospect for our projects, the continued research of this cosmos, and, of course, the well-being of all of our sisters. Let's invite the confusing one first. The orb. Ooh, pretty owl lady with 4 arms and many orbs. Welcome! So this is 1, and I can't understand a single thing she's saying. Okay. Does Adana's eye have any thing for this. Wait, I don't understand you. Maybe there's a way for us to connect. Consult with the cards. Use Adana's knowledge to translate. Yeah, use Adana's knowledge. Nemesis and mentor, this, your eye, once studied every tongue. Grant me access to my sister's words. Well, did it work? Yes! I can understand you perfectly fine now. It worries me that you don't know the tongue of the nebula. It is the only way to access true knowledge and power. Yes, it is extremely hard for human witches to master, but it is a skill I want to acquire eventually. Very well. Where was I? Oh, yes. I have the power to destroy your party. Alright, here we go. I don't know if you are familiar with my arts. I have the ability to sabotage anything. There's a path to decay in everything, be it a planet, a community, or an idea. I can read those lines and steer anything in that direction. And what's the purpose of coming to say all of this to my face? A test. The best prospect for our coven is to have a powerful oracle at the helm. That's why you are my favorite candidate. Good to know. You have a funny way of showing support, though. I need to ascertain that you have what it takes to lead. What do you propose? I'm going to offer you the opportunity to sabotage your rivals' efforts. I have already studied them and know how to suffocate their momentum. Just say the word and they are done. But should you reject my offer, I will go to your rivals and offer this very same deal to them. Oh, nice. Okay. Don't answer me yet. This is a test, after all, so I want you to take your time and ponder how you will act in this scenario. So let's see if I've understood you. You're threatening to destroy us if we don't choose to destroy our opponents. I believe it's a bit more nuanced than that. Your rivals may reject the offer too. Do you trust your sisters to play as fair as you will? I see. So, do you get off on this kind of stuff, or what's the deal with you? Give it some thought. I am not bluffing. I need to try transforming our coven to assess if it can stand the test of entropy. Okay. Take your time. Summon me when you are ready to make a choice. Do not choose, and I will make the choice for you. Okay. I'm not entirely sure how to summon her, but... Okay, these two are back. I was super afraid of meeting with the producers, but they welcomed me with open arms. I'm a future producer after all. They were super interested in my peppermancy. They tried to seduce me towards Jasmine's sides, but I stayed strong. I even managed to get some of them to sympathize with our program. Oh, and the producers are quite interested in the community service thing, by the way. Good, good. Okay, so producers are currently supporting me. Novices are still mostly supporting Dahlia. Warriors are a lost cause. Explorers are mostly supporting Dahlia. Academics are 100% behind Jasmine at this point because of Junracia, I assume. And then the Oracles, I have lost 10% of my support there, which is unfortunate. Promote our program with the novices, please. And Abramar is back from his spy mission. I found something a bit worrying about our friend Jasmine. Presumably with the best of intentions, but still quite unethically in my opinion, Jasmine has been adding some performance enhancers to her mixtures. Trying to make Adana happy and life easier for her sister, she's been spiking the dried leaves and other infusions she provides the coven with. It was all with the purpose of helping everyone meet their quarterly controls, but still, to do so covertly... Apparently some witches discovered that their mixtures were altered, but Jasmine apologized and asked them to keep it hushed up, promising she wouldn't do it again. If we reveal this in a debate, I'm sure it'll cause quite the damage. But it may damage your friendship, too. Good. In any case, here's the info. Doesn't hurt to know more about our rivals. Even though... Well, I mean, Jasmine's still more likely to win than me right now. Guess we could get some dirt on Dahlia, but... We'll see what we can find. Let's talk to Eugenia. My lovely dear lady mentor. Hello, Fortuna. I'm so happy to see you. Look at you. You've grown a lot. I sense earth energy flowing out from you. I was worried exile would have consumed you, but you not only overcame this unfair punishment, you came out of it full of power. I'm happy to see you too, Master. Better to say humble and not provoke her rather than using Adana's eye to read into her energy. Yeah, I don't need to. So I guess that after all these years, I must have 2 centuries worth of pent-up lecture coming my way, right? Come again? Why would you? It's terrible enough that you had to spend all this time in exile. I should be the one listening to you today. I'm eager to hear the insights of an oracle who survived 200 years of isolation. Oh, I wasn't ready for this. I totally thought you'd be ashamed or angry. In the beginning, maybe. But I'm not the same. I'm not the same witch you knew hundreds of years ago. I guess none of those you knew actually exist anymore as you remembered them. That's a sad thought, but yeah, I feel a bit alien even among my closest friends. Losing you has changed us all. Being cut off from my dear pupil so abruptly, it made me question my identity and my purpose. Master. Today I'm here to listen to you. Tell me about exile. I don't have much to tell you. I don't think I'll ever fully heal from this. It made me stronger and way more powerful now. I don't think I'll ever fully heal from this, because that is pretty barbaric. It's been too much, Master. This is the hardest thing I've ever had to live through. No one to talk to. Eventually I started to hallucinate. I tried to escape my mind through fiction, substances, even pain, but no matter the stimulus, when in isolation, you grow numb to it all. Memory becomes a mirage, not a single landmark in time to allow you to differentiate one day from another. It's been endless, and at the same time I can barely remember it. The only thing remaining is the damage that I need to figure out how to outlive. Oh, Fortuna. I am so sorry. Thank you for sharing this with me. I am here for you, and I'm going to help you find your peace, okay? Thank you. And what about the behemoth you summoned? What? How do you... Ah! What? Fortuna, it was me who taught you the forbidden song. Of course I was going to notice. I'm so sorry. I was desperate. I know. Don't worry. You did nothing wrong. I taught you that spell for a reason. It would be twisted to teach you something that you weren't meant to use. You knew that I'd eventually summon a behemoth? I wanted you to have the option. The option to break the magical pact? Yes. You see, laws are just an agreement between members of a community to have some broad guidelines about what is correct and what's not. But hardly any law survives every context. Plus, to be frank, most of us are shoved into a system of rules we haven't previously agreed upon. I hear you. In this case, it saved my life. I knew that this day would come, that the moment you used the forbidden song, you would become a fully fledged witch. You are no longer my apprentice, and I am no longer your master. That makes me feel kind of sad. Ha, me too. But now we can relax and become something better than mentor and mentee. Now we can be friends, and I can rely on you. We can rely on each other. It's gonna be weird to treat you like I treat my friends. I'm starting to regret this. Fortuna, I'm proud of you. You're gonna make me cry. Haha, who would have thought that praise is what would finally break through your armor? Whatever. It's been a difficult couple of centuries. I know, my friend. I know. By the way, speaking of surprises, what's this about you getting into politics? Patrice forced me to, basically. I want to fix Adana's damage. I want to help create a better universe. I want to help create a better universe. Oh, that's so unlike you. Hey, what does that mean? Ah, sorry. I meant, this is good, I think. You've always been so self-centered. I never expected that 200 years alone with yourself would change that. I guess I finally got sick of myself. Haha, I'm sure it'll pass. Can I help you in any way? Can you vouch for us among the academics? Would you try to inspire the novices for us? Don't worry, we got this. Can you vouch for us among the academics? Gladly. Thank you so much. Now, I can't wait anymore. Legend is spreading fast within the coven. I want to see your new deck, please. No, I want to experience it. Okay, but first I should warn you about its true nature. Oh, and what may that be? Adana's corpse visited me not long ago and explained why she sent me to exile. She realized it way before any of us that what I do is not fortune-telling. I am not reading into the unknown, I am writing it. I can modify not only the future, but everything that didn't happen in the past. I can basically alter reality. Adana's always been quite perceptive. I am ashamed that I didn't notice it before, being the closest to you in your magical development. I could have guided you better should we have known about this earlier. You taught me perfectly, plus I was happier before learning what my powers actually entail. Oh, so your prediction about the fall of the Coven. Yes, I doomed us all. I see. I guess that's in part why I got into politics, in hopes there's a way to minimize the damage. Knowing that, do you still want to subject yourself to my new deck? Yes. Oh. It's my responsibility. I brought you up. Just be mindful of what you ask, and I do interpret the cards, but I don't control what card I'll draw. Very well. Okay, deep breaths. What future do you want to alter? Not the future. If I understood you properly, we can work with everything that didn't happen, right? Oh, right. I can't erase anything, but I can sew in new realities. Especially around times where our collective memories are fuzzy. Times in which nothing of worth seemed to happen. I understand. Then, I want you to write us a happy memory and an important lesson. Oh, that's unexpected. Yes, I am aware that my live notification is live from the frozen lands of Hoth. Look. Look, I'm allowed. It's actually not that cold here right now, but yes, I haven't bothered to change that yet. And what's this about? Regret? Disappointment? I did so much thinking when Adana took you away from me, and I feel I should have been less strict and put more time into enjoying ourselves. Now you're telling me that you have the power to fix that, so let's see if you can turn me into a better mentor, even retroactively. Wow, okay. Focus on your pride and your compassion while I shuffle my deck. Yeah, no worries, Nilgar. This feels like a lesson card. You taught me another forbidden spell to siphon magic from any witch who visited my dominion. You confided in me a way to summon the strength of your familiar, the Opalian squirrel, as a conduit to channel the 4 elements at the same time. Ooh, fancy. No, you're starting Mythic now after clearing Heroic. Nice. Nice. I still don't know if I want to try doing Mythic before the expansion comes out. Okay, you confided in me a way to summon the strength of your familiar, the Opalian squirrel, as a conduit to channel the 4 elements at the same time. Oh, right! How come you didn't summon her yet? Well, I guess I didn't have the chance to put it to good use. I confess I didn't care much about elemental energies during my exile. Come again? But the 4 elements are... everything. I know. I have an idea. Now that I'm seeing your deck in action, I notice the cards are composed of spheres, arcana, and energy symbols. Spheres, arcana, and energy symbols, right? That's it. Good eye. Very well. I shall summon my familiar in a way that will be useful to your new craft. Here. Oh, okay. We need another fire energy, otherwise we can't do that. But I would love to have that. That would be great. That's so cute. Thank you. As I once taught you, the Opalian squirrel can channel the 4 elements at the same time, so it may prove a powerful combination with just about any arcana. I'm looking forward to creating a card with it. Thank you so much, Eugenia. It is my pleasure. I really loved that time you took me camping in one of the beautiful valleys of the Deerfolk realm. It was so peaceful. Or, one of my fondest memories is when you accompanied me to Earth to visit my birthplace and we ended up having too many cocktails in Barcelona. Ugh, I like this one better, but I want the energy from this one more. Okay, drank too much in Barcelona. Let's do it. Oh, you humans and your obsession with mixing alcohol in delicious ways. What was your hometown called again? Tortosa. Although I wouldn't call it my hometown. I was just born there. My parents moved to France before I was 2. I was curious to visit it in person, but I felt like a tourist there, really. I liked the cathedral. Yeah, it was cool. Then we flew away to Barcelona to see how society evolved after you ascended. Yeah, I remember how everyone was excited about the first passenger trip to Mars. I remember the shock of seeing a smartphone for the first time. Life on Earth felt like science fiction. You immediately got yourself one to fiddle with it. And after the 4th cocktail, you couldn't stop doing those selfie things those German tourists taught you about. Haha, wow, yeah, I had a lot of fun. It's been centuries now and I still feel a bit embarrassed. This is so strange that I know you just wrote that with your cards, but I remember it so vividly. So many details. The smells, the temperature, so many sensations. Yeah, me too. It's uncanny. I immediately embraced this new reality. It's not an illusion after all. We really lived through that. It actually happened. This is incredible. Thank you for creating such a valuable memory for us. Anyway, what do you think about my true talents? And again, I'm sorry that my face is over their words when I'm in that reading mode, but yeah. Maybe I should move myself for that, I don't know. I understand why Adana was scared enough to deprive you of your old deck, but I'm not scared at all because I know you. Adana didn't. She made a grave mistake. If Adana had told you the truth, you would have treated your newfound power with care. I have no doubt about it. Hello, Miss Lily. You gonna come sit with us? Yeah? Lily, come here. Oh my god, are you gonna do this thing again where you just sit there and don't come here? What do you want? If you want food, I gave you guys food twice and you didn't have any. Come here. Yeah. Okay, we got some movement. You coming? Come on. Good girl. Oh, Tycho's sleepy tum-tum over there. Yes, Lily. Thank you for Lily butt. Aw, baby girl. Baby girl. Okay. Back to game, child. But sentencing you to a millennium of exile, that's dangerous. You could have gone insane, and I don't even want to think about a mad witch with the power to alter reality. I'm so glad I taught you the song to summon Abramar. Wait, you know Abramar? Not personally, but my mentor did. She taught me the forbidden song and told me many tales about Abramar. But I never got to use the spell myself. Wait, tell me more about your mentor and Abramar. My mentor was a Sumerian witch, master of shape-shifting. She was one of the founders of our coven. Apparently they had to dispel Abramar because one of the sisters made a pact that endangered the fabric of time itself. My mentor rarely talked about the incident because it brought her sour memories that tainted her transformations, but they had to erase their sister out of existence, and chained Abramar back to the forbidden song. I know Abramar isn't happy about that. I'm sure, and my mentor felt quite sorry for everything, but what could they do? The price was too high. In any case, my mentor spoke fondly about their time with Abramar. I'm kind of sad I never got to summon him myself. How are you liking him? I like him very much. I owe him my life. I don't really trust him. I both hate him and love him. I don't know. The behemoth is just a tool to me. I like him. I owe him my life. Sure. I'm so happy to hear that. I'm glad you found such a good ally. It's rare to hear you talk so fondly about anybody. I guess that extra-dimensional beings are my weak spot. Ha! Listen, I want you to have something. I believe my dominion may prove a very powerful sphere for your creations. The four elements converge there, after all. Eugenia's studio. Okay. See, now I feel like I've built cards too fast. But I can do Eugenia's. A card that is Eugenia's. Oh wow, whoa, this is gonna come in handy, alright. Plus, it's very nice to have a card that represents the place I grew as a witch. Aw, Fortuna. Thank you, Eugenia. Okay, tea time is over. Now you focus on the campaign. Change the world, my child. Yes. Come back soon. Okay, 16 cycles left, and Patrice is back. We are halfway through our time. Reporting rival activity from Cupressa. Okay, I have something worrying to report. Cupressa's been shamelessly parading Adana's corpse around to gather support. It may be because they go back way too far, but for some reason the corpse complies with everything Cupressa says. This is giving our sisters reason to believe in Cupressa's plan of keeping Adana as some sort of mystic guide. We need to do something. And, okay, Eugenia helped with the academics, so fantastic news from that. Eugenia has been meeting with academics, vouching for you, and nepotism is powerful in our sisterhood, apparently. Thank your mentor for me. We need to watch out for Dahlia. Why? She's been working the youngest witches with unprecedented success. I'm not talking just about the novices. Dahlia's been touring, giving inspirational speeches to the youngest among every demographic. She rallied them all to demonstrate for a more equitable sisterhood, and it's working. Oof. Vote intention is switching towards Dahlia because of this. I think I made this happen with my cards. Back when Dahlia consulted me about the race, I read about how the best move for her would be to rally the youngest. Oh, fuck. That explains things then. Don't worry, there's nothing much we can do about it now. Let's focus on earning back the trust from our sisters. Woof. Okay, producers are in our favor. Explorers are way in Dahlia's favor. Academics are still for Jasmine, but it was at 100% before, so that's good. Don't love that that's tied. Okay, anyway. Reporting on promoting our program among academics. I had a long chat with some of the academics. I believe it went pretty well. Some parts of our program were a tough sell, but I got them to see the potential of our proposal. They were especially interested in the permit system for the forbidden arts. It makes them feel safe to know that no novice could misuse dangerous magic, but they like that it allows them to make good use of their most powerful spells. Good work. Okay, and that didn't change anything. Yeah, we still need to win the novices over. Oh, poor itchy baby. Still need to challenge Dahlia. I don't know if that was the correct choice, but... I guess we'll meet with Minaka before I make another card, because I keep getting more stuff. Hello, Fortuna. So nice to meet you. Likewise. It's an honor to meet with the head of the Explorers. I'm no head of anything, dear. The rest of the Explorers like to call me that, but it's just an affectionate way of calling me old. Haha, I know many witches hold you in great esteem, not only Explorers. Well, I mentored a lot of them. I understand the daughterly love. But there's no such thing as a head, leader, or chief of Explorers. In any case, I'm sure you have a lot of pull among them. The Flying Compass is a good pick. It sure is. I won't deny that. My word carries more weight than I'd like, but that's not something I sought out. I'd never brandish that love as a tool for command. Anyway, enough about me. I've always wanted to meet you. Did you know I was planning on paying you a visit right before you were exiled? Oh, yeah? At that time, we were looking for an oracle to help us design a plan to travel inside a black hole. Oh, whoa. I would have loved to be a part of that. Well, unfortunately that project was cancelled after we lost a young explorer to the black hole. The oracle that was helping us at the time told us she wasn't dead, but transported to a different era, and that we'd probably never see her again. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Maybe with you on our side it would have gone differently? We'll never know, I guess. Look at me, talking about myself again. I'm so sorry. Let's focus on the present, or you could have me telling war stories until the end of the race. It's quite alright. So, you're visiting every candidate? How's that going so far? It keeps getting harder and harder. I'm not just visiting the candidates, but also their advisors and other team members. And I just love you all too much. The future is going to be bright, no matter who wins. I agree. It's a pity we have to compete to begin with. I know. It must be hard on you. You, Jasmine, and Dahlia are pretty close, right? My true family, I'd say. I hope this race makes you even closer after the dust settles. Yeah, me too. I wish I could have enjoyed some quiet time with my loved ones before getting thrown back into witch society this hard. We rarely choose our struggles. Why don't you stay out of the race if it's this hard on you? I should have, shouldn't I? But I guess I do care about the fate of this coven. That's why I have to make sure it's our program we move forward with. Ah, the clash of friendship and conviction. So tell me, is there a way to count on your support? So blunt. That's a good sign. It's not that there's something specific you can do to get my vote, but yours is the only party with an oracle in it. I'm curious about that. So if it's not rude to ask, I would like to experience your divination. Specifically, how it may benefit the everlasting task of charting this universe. What did you have in mind? A simple request. Tell me about somewhere I haven't been. Not so simple considering you're famous for having been everywhere. Everywhere known, at least. I guess there's no harm in writing up a place for Minaka to find. Should I overdo it and impress her, or should I stick to her request? Nah, let's play it safe. Very well, I accept your challenge. Now, she's down to earth. I'm not gonna mess with this too much. See, like, oh, that's not the right thing. Like, I can move here, but then you don't see her face as much. Whatever, I'll move it for now. It's not a challenge, my dear. Well, you're right. It is a challenge. Fair enough. It's alright. I can deliver. Let's ask my deck for somewhere you haven't been. Okay, I'm starting to get excited. Hold tight to that excitement while I shuffle my deck. And connect with what you felt the first time you visited an uncharted place. Ooh, I got the Cosmic Wheel, which means I can do anything. Okay, I guess there's only 4 options. There's a naturally formed icosahedron the size of Everest in orbit around Jupiter between its 5th and 6th moon. Trace the light between the 2 largest stars of our galaxy, and you will find an undiscovered moon that lost its planet 500,000 years ago. Observe the surface of VY Canis Majoris carefully. There you'll find a wormhole that can be crossed safely without getting burnt. It'll take you into an undiscovered location. Okay, that sounds fucking awesome, so I'm probably gonna do that one. Close to the black hole you last studied, you missed the remnants of a planet once mined by the Quarry Titans. Okay. Wormhole! Sounds awesome. Not the best possible time to get the Cosmic Wheel, but I'll take it. Oh, wow. That is pretty far-fetched. It's possible, though. Or is it possible, though? Well, it's not impossible. Then you will find it. Are you sure you want to send your elder into one of the largest known stars? Yes. I mean, it sounds funny, but I'm 100% sure. You are going to find that wormhole and you will be able to go through it safely. Very well. I'll bet on your divination. And that was good for my energy, too. What you just did, it's something else. Children, children. Little baby children. Okay. I'm leaving immediately to explore. Can't wait to hear back from you. You can bet you will. Thank you so much for indulging me. Okay, 14 cycles left. It was so exciting to have a meeting with all my newbie sisters. I talked to them about how amazing you are and how you helped me and insisted that we must vote for your party. I feel like it worked really well. They could sense my genuine enthusiasm. Okay, I think that did move. I'd like you to promote our program to the oracles, I think. Hi. I love you. Lily is being needy. Okay, Abramar found someone interesting. I suddenly induced the idea that she should pay you a visit. Her name is Rangimarie, the cosmic poet. She's not from the Coven, but you've probably heard of her. Rangimarie is all the rage through the witching universe, especially among the youngest witches. Her words, especially her poems and songs, have a lot of impact on witch culture. As our universe's biggest influencer, Rangimarie will definitely play a major role in shaping witch culture in the centuries to come. I've heard she already sympathizes with our cause, so if we could get her to speak up, we could sweep a lot of votes. Sick. Go get a little bit of energy, I guess. I am not going... I offer you the possibility to sabotage one of your rivals, but should you reject my offer, I will go to your rivals and offer this very same deal to them. Do you trust your sisters? I don't trust my sisters, but it's still the incorrect thing to accept, so I'm not going to. Hello, Oracle. Do you have an answer? Yes, I'm ready. Very well. Who do you want me to sabotage? No one. I understand. And how do you feel about passing on the opportunity to ensure your victory? Proud. That's a shame. I don't believe that you're fit to become the leader of our coven. What? Why? Didn't you say this was a test? Didn't I just take the high road and act honorably? Exactly. You forewent the opportunity to get ahead of your rivals. You are unfit to rule. That's not fair. The cosmos is as fair as a black hole. You can only hope now that your sisters are as naive as you are. And I sincerely hope not, or I'll be forced to leave this obviously decaying coven. A sisterhood with the values you uphold is no sisterhood at all. Being unable to perceive entropy is what makes you an idealist, a widespread disease among human witches. But ideals are for those who are well-fed and taken care of. Which, yeah, we can be. The wheel should always be steered by someone who is able to perceive the cosmos for what it is. Time to disprove you, I guess. Good luck with that. Okay, one, bye. Hello, Miss Muffin. Jasmine organized a meetup in her garden to get to know all the novices better. Didn't we already do this? Yeah. We did do that already, which is weird. I've been told to spoil you. Lucky you. Poor sulky baby. Thank you for the treats for the kitties, Macbos. Tycho? You want one too? Little boy. He's so dumb. And also so asleep. Good girl. There. The kitties have been spoiled. But yeah, no, I didn't necessarily think that not taking it was going to pass her test. It would have been nice, but I wasn't expecting it. Because that's too simple, right? But no, it's just not right. I don't think. I don't think it's good to do a sabotage. Okay. Well, it took some of Dahlia's support down too, so. Explorers were still losing. Yeah, we gotta work on the explorers. Oops. Okay, baby. Come back here. You're in the way. She's like, I know and I don't care. Okay, please sit. Please go sit. Child. Lily. I can't read with you here. You're in the way. You're in the way. Go away. Hi. Do a bonk. No. No bonk, only cry. Lily. Please. Lily, please. I don't get enough attention over there. I don't want to be over there. I'm back. Everyone was easily scared by the idea of not having a way to deal with crime, so they've been receptive to our warnings. Yep, that was expected. Too easy. Okay, yeah. Yeah, you got your treat, now you're leaving. Mm-hmm, yep. Not surprised. Boo! Boo, kitty, boo. We need to promote our shit to the explorers again. We tried already, but yeah. Sorry, work messages. Why am I doing this? Okay, I found it. It was there. You are the real deal. Let me know when I can visit. I want to make my last card. Even though I feel like it might be a mistake to make the last one already, but if it's a mistake, then it's a mistake I'm gonna make. I don't know, maybe it'll let me make more, but I kind of doubt it. Oh, Uenia's critter is... okay. I could do any of them. Like, I was going to use this, and I wish that I had used it, but I would like to use the Opaline Squirrel. It's an expensive card. Nah, we're gonna give him the weird bug head. I like the weird bug head. Make this a flying squirrel. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just slapping things on now. Ground control. A space to examine cosmogony. A single space scout can carry the will of a civilization. The opaline squirrel imbues the arcana with the energy of every element. Excessive earth energy can lead to immobility. Did we have excessive? Anyway. Meanings are plentiful. Determination, rightfulness, introspection, guide, discovery, deception, the unknown, happiness, yearning, passion, temptation, rejection, bad omen, indifference, stagnation, power. So that one could be a lot of things. Okay, so it is still gonna let me make another card, I guess. I'm not going to right now because I don't have enough energy for anything, but... Okay, so, yeah, alright. I could still make 2 more, in theory. Okay. We are gonna run out of time. Okay, we talked to the oracles. Super mysterious. I put special emphasis on your good heart and how you've helped me. They seem to like the idea of having a kind oracle as their leader. Alright, hell yeah. We have the oracles 100% behind us. Working on the explorers. Academics are better. Producers are decent. Novices were still lacking. Okay. Okay, let's harvest some energy. Okay, the cosmic poet. Inside your mind, there's a kaleidoscope refracting every possible path, and you are the road keeper. Okay, let's talk to Minaka first. I guess it's a sextant, not a compass. But still, it's fun. Okay, you are the real deal. You must forgive me for all my condescension. I dared to cross the wormhole, buried among the imposing flames of the giant star. It took me to a non-Euclidean labyrinth made of what looked like quartz and jasper. If it's the work of a sentient being, it's not any we've encountered so far. A behemoth, maybe? The thing is that any spell I cast was absorbed towards its insides. When the race is over, we should put together a task force to properly map it. The place is hypnotic, enthralling, even for the most seasoned eyes. You are incredible, Fortuna. I've never witnessed such a display of power. Thank you. I've worked with other oracles in the past to aid our expeditions, but this is something else. See, centuries ago I built a special orrery that continuously sweeps our charted space and mutates to depict any changes in our universe. Down to the precision of an asteroid. Your cute little house does indeed appear there. So, what the evidence points towards so far is either that the orrery is malfunctioning or that the place you sent me to didn't exist before our meeting. But that's impossible, of course. Phew, I'm glad I played it safe with her request. I'd like to further test these capabilities of yours, if you don't mind. I'm gonna have to start charging you, Minaka. This time it's something pretty straightforward. Do you know what this is? Yes. It's what was left of Archwitch Kedemia when her coven scattered her remains. This contraption has been around in our coven for a long time, and in all those millennia there's been a little progress with solving its mystery. Oh, I'm impressed. Not many are aware of the existence of Kedemia's artifact. And you would like me to open it as a test? Oh no, that would be an unfair demand. We've been stumped by it for ages now. I'd like to find a clue as to what it is using your divination. Very well, let's take a look at it. I don't need to demand things in exchange at this point. I'm gonna ask my deck to put you on the path that'll untangle this mystery. Yes, please. Let's take a look at this artifact's future. Focus on everything you've learned about it. On the countless hours you've spent studying it. We draw this card a lot, honestly. You will require the aid of the highest ranking arbiter. She has classified information that will allow you to finally unlock Kedemia's artifact. The artifact can only be opened by the reincarnation of Archwitch Kedemia. She still hasn't been born, but you will recognize her once you meet her. Study the songbooks of the deer folk. Commit to their culture, and soon enough you will be magically inspired as to how to unravel this mystery. Sure, that one? Yeah. That sounds pretty time-consuming. It's gonna keep me from exploring for a long time. I could even think you're sending me on a fool's errand. I would never. I know. I'm sure it'll be fun. Familiarizing yourself with another culture is another form of exploration. Exactly it is. And having experienced your talents firsthand, this must be it. Finally, some progress in Kedamia's mystery. Yeah, you guys have been staring at this for how long? I think you can sacrifice a little bit of time to learn about the deer folk. Thank you so much, Fortuna. You surpassed every expectation I had. Even more than that, you made me fall in love with immortality again. Before meeting you, I was disillusioned with this cosmos already. I felt like I had seen it all. And you tore through all of that like a supernova, not only showing me new places, but magic beyond my comprehension. I am so happy to hear that. You have my full support. I'll vouch for you in front of our sisters. I'm looking forward to the future of this coven with you at the helm. Thank you so much. See you in Congress. Good luck with the race. Okay, you two, what do we got? I'm back from my meeting with the explorers. I explained to them why our program is their best prospect as a fellow explorer. Yeah. Okay. It's the same because I already did it. Nice. All right. Kind of still have to work on the novices, but it is what it is. I do have some support among the warriors, which is kind of surprising. Oops. I should go send her to talk to the warriors just because I haven't even bothered, and that's not good. We should at least try. Okay. He harvested some energy for me. Do that again. Alright, and now we've got this poet, Rangamarie. Rangamarie? I don't know. Oh wow. The dripping fingertips are a little unsettling though. Ah, what a nice home. Did you like the cosmic poem I sent you? Yeah, thank you very much. I did like it. I realized that it was poetry. Oh, you're welcome. Let it sink in. It'll grow on you. Nice. So, to what do I owe the pleasure? Shh, let it sink in. Inside your mind, there's a kaleidoscope. Very venomous? Yeah, it is. You're right. It's still sinking. Refracting every possible path. Pay attention. Well, and I am the road keeper. It's supposed to kick in now. Oh yes, very good. I feel it very. And I'm the road keeper. Powerful, huh? Look, I don't want to be rude. I normally enjoy this kind of weird game, but we're a bit swamped at the moment with the coming elections. So, what can I do for you? I want to support your cause. Oh, okay. You're not from our coven, though, right? Why did you decide to support us? I like your team. I'd like for you to be in power. Thank you. What is it that you find interesting about our program? The vibe. I see. And what were you thinking in terms of, support? Why, a cosmic poem, of course. Oh, I heard they're all the rage among the younger witches, right? Yes. And soon among every witch, once I managed to break through their sour skepticism. Cosmic poetry is not just about the words. They're thought-birthing spells. But they can only penetrate welcoming minds. Oh, okay, so that's why it wasn't doing anything for me, I guess. Unlike traditional art, they need your consent to make an impact. It's the most ethical form of creation. Okay, interesting concept. And you're saying that you'd like to compose a cosmic poem to boost our campaign? That's it. I would only require 5 units of every element. 5 of fire, 5... Okay. The optics of buying off a celebrity, though. What? Buying off? What an ugly concept. That's not at all what's going on here. I genuinely want to support you of my own accord. The thing is, as I said, cosmic poems are actually spells, so they need magic to be crafted. I'm only requiring you to cover the cost of the enchantment. I won't be making any profit. I don't think I have enough energy for it. Why not use your own magic? I mean, if you really believe in our cause and want us to succeed, you can help without requiring any payment, right? Again, it's not a payment, it's just the magic required for the poem to come into existence. I understand that part, but it'd be better if you use your own magic, because otherwise we're basically hiring an influencer to affect the vote intention. But even if that was the case, what's so wrong about an endorsement deal with a cosmic celebrity? It's outright mass manipulation. Politics should be about the program, not popularity. It just feels wrong. I don't want to do it. Look, let's get the crap. I just want it cheaper. Sure. I'll be honest. What? You're selling here and I'm making a counteroffer. That's not at all what's going on. I genuinely wanted to support your cause. Oh, I fucked it up. That's perfect, but you... Yeah, no, that didn't go the way that I wanted. Yeah. Sorry we couldn't connect. Next time then. Yeah, I don't know. Thanks for coming. Whoops. Like there wasn't another good option at that point. I asked too far, but I just actually don't think I have the energy. Well, now I do, but I didn't. Yeah, I didn't a minute ago, so. I guess, yeah. Hey, go find me another ally. I found I could fuck that one up. I definitely could have handled that better, but I didn't have the energy, and I should have just said that, right? Well, let's make it our second last, maybe last card, I guess. We're kind of diluting the deck at this point, but at the same time, it's kind of interesting, so. Okay, at least we get to use our cape that she made us. Sorry for making your sword smaller, dude, but I want it to fit on the screen. Well, that didn't do what I wanted. Yeah, no, this one I have to keep. Okay, sure. I don't know, maybe I didn't hate that. Wasn't sure about it, though. A tide of salt and melancholy, true guilt, relentless rectitude. The astronaut's pith cloth stimulates purpose and discovery. Introspection, determination, rightfulness, guide, discovery, courage, alliance, leadership, purpose, yearning, passion, happiness, and temptation. Okay, so you could, in theory, have a bazillion of these. Okay. I guess I sleep or study. Whisperers of Arcana Quest. I find Quest to be the most special of the qualities of the Arcana because it is the only one that can't be directly linked to any of the 4 elements. Quest is none of the elements, but the intersections between them. Quest is transitory in nature. The search for knowledge, the call for adventure, the never-ending journey. When infused with energy, this quality of the Arcana varies wildly. Hereby I present a detailed list of the potential states of Quest. Quest and air, guidance, illumination, discovery. Quest in water, introspection, isolation, wisdom. Quest in earth, determination, trust, rightfulness. Quest in fire, deception, the occult, the unknown. The elements determine the nature and direction of the journey, which can flow inwards or outwards and can be forthright or deceptive depending on context. Okay, so that didn't actually pass any time, which is fine. I really blew it with the poet. Like, it's not, I don't think it's a huge deal. I just feel a little bad. Okay. Guess we'll study. Community. Community can be correlated with air, and it's more intense when combined with it, but offers a richer variety of meanings depending on the function of the energy linked to it. Community isn't context per se, but the identity and volition of a group of individuals. Culture, principles, expectations, and prejudices. When infused with energy, this quality of the Arcana varies substantially. Hereby I present a detailed list of the potential states of community. With air, justice, karma, and retribution. Community in water, communication, peace, and temperance. Community in earth, support, success, endorsement. Community in fire, judgment, decision, and crisis. The elements determine the behavior of a group. They can be benevolent or harsh. A community can provide if one's accepted, or it can deprive if one's rejected. I want to get an achievement for doing all the studying, frankly. Desire. One would link desire to water for obvious reasons, but in my studies I have discovered that this quality of Arcana is so volatile in meaning, its meanings explode in almost diametrically opposed directions. Desire can manifest in the pain of not having, or in the anticipation of sweetness. The primordial directive that puts every sentient being in motion, the origin of civilizations, the spark of war. When infused with energy, this quality of the Arcana varies dramatically. Hereby I present a detailed list of potential states of desire. With air, temptation, corruption, and knowledge. With water, yearning, passion, and friendship. With earth, motivation, happiness, and fulfillment. Desire and fire is rejection, hatred, and a bad omen. The elements determine the inner nature of desire. As I mentioned, this is a volatile quality and can be easily spun from love into hate, from a blessing into a curse. Okay, studied enough, best not to overdo it. You dream about. You are old and surrounded by 11 kids. They are all orphans from different planets that you decided to adopt. You are teaching them to play a very complex board game about witchcraft. All of them fall asleep mid-explanation and you feel disappointed. Okay, and nothing is happening. I guess I should have searched out more people. I guess I could go study again. Probably. So, protection. Protection shines at its prime when merged with earth energies, but its combinations with the rest of the elements are nonetheless very interesting too. Protection could be defined as a resistance to change, the safekeeping of the sacred, or our futile war against entropy, the adorable urge to postpone the inevitable. When infused with energy, this quality of the Arcana varies in essence. Hereby I present a detailed list of potential states of protection. With air, authority, everything and everyone. With water, mercy, self-care, and wellness. With earth, guardianship, ego, and power. With fire, sabotage, challenge, and adversity. The elements alter the effectiveness and essence of protection. It can become tender, loving care, but it can also become the perdition of ending up with an ill-willed mentor. Okay. Battle. Battle is most dangerous when combined with fire, but as with the other Arcana, it can be directed towards multiple natures, many of them good-hearted as opposed to what one would expect from battle. After a battle, there is always an aftermath, so battle could be summarized as the turmoil that precedes a new state of the universe. The clash of wills, the potential of every piece on the board, the beauty and violence. When infused with energy, this quality of the arcana varies intensely. Hereby, I present a detailed list of the potential states of battle. With air, leadership, purpose, and command. With water, courage, resilience, and vigor. With earth, alliance, approval, reinforcement. With fire, rivalry, war, and tragedy. Different elemental elements focus on different elements of battle. Battle can surely entice war and conflict, but also locate support and reinforce leadership. Yay! We read all the magical treaties! Never mind. I hate that we're just going to sleep again. I kind of wasted some time here, I think. You dream about your sister Patrice is sleeping on a hammock. She seems to be having a nightmare, but you can't manage to wake her up. You decide to meditate and travel inside her dreams. Patrice was dreaming she was playing poker with a bunch of naked old men. They forced you to join the game, and now you're both trapped. Okay. Welcome back, Patrice. Jasmine organized a meetup in her garden. Yeah, okay. I don't know why the same thing is happening over and over again, but whatever. Ah, Fortuna, what have you done? Yeah, I pissed off Rangamari. What now? Did you insult Rangamari or something? She's talking shit about how you're just a shark or something. What? I just tried to get a discount for her services. Yeah, I know. I hurt her feelings. And no one liked that. Wow. Oops. Oops indeed. Well, that sucks because I was way in the lead and I blew it by pissing off one person. The one person that things didn't go well with, except for Junraisha. Minaka is swaying most of the explorers to our side. She's wonderful. I had a great time with her. That's good. Good energy for the race. Keep it up. Bad news regarding Jasmine. Apparently she's been funding a group of academics to research what it'd really entail for our powers if we devoured a Dana, and wow. Okay, I mean, if I wasn't on your team, I'd probably vote for her now, but we mustn't give up. Let's start the counterattack. Well, we had a great lead, and we blew it. To be fair, some of that was completely out of my control. Also, the warrior thing did no good, but we tried. Yeah, so like Jasmine's whole thing, like there's not much we can do about that. We don't have any time to harvest some energy, I guess. Because that might be the only thing we still have time for. I don't even think we can make another card. I hate that I wasted time. Like, I thought we had too many things going on, so I didn't have them seek out more opportunities, but I should have. Yeah, we don't have enough energy for any of these. Guess we're going back to bed. I wasted time. Fuck. You are digging your own grave when your shovel hits something hard. You unearth a bronze statue of yourself. The statue comes to life and you agree to switch places. It buries you and your bronze self keeps on living your life. What a dream. She couldn't find anything, but that's okay. Sorry, babe. Ugh. I should have people to talk to, but I ruined it. But we're destined to win this anyway, but also what's her nuts? The owl lady might ruin that. Now I feel like we're stuck in exile. You're walking your pet lizard through the maze made of uneven rocks. From time to time, the lizard disappears beneath the rocks and comes out with surreal insects. A rainbow mantis with 12 eyes, an obsidian beetle with the face of a moai statue, a caterpillar with spiral markings running with quicksilver. At the end of the maze, you find a cauldron and make soup with the bugs. Interesting dream. Hi, Abramar. There's no point sending you anywhere. Found someone interesting. I subtly introduced the idea she pays you a visit. Curiel, the sensorial witch. She can infect the perception and sensations of sentient beings, conjure hallucinations, induce synesthesia, or even grant extra senses humans don't usually have. She seems to be a bit anxious about the current climate in the Coven. I'm not sure what'll come of this meeting, but I sent her your way anyway. You can just hang out, I guess. Yeah, I don't even know if I have time to meet with this person. I sent him too late. But yeah, I wonder if, like, no matter how you were doing at that point, the Jasmine thing happens. Like, I don't know if you get to keep your lead there or not. Or if I just completely fucking blew it. You meet with an architect to commission them to design a castle made of glass. The architect makes you pay for their design by letting them eat a piece of your liver. You cook it with a sauce of red wine, onion, and rosemary. They let you taste a bit, and it's delicious. Uncomfy. Well, kind of get to talk to this person. It is the witch equivalent of being the coffee guy. Sorry, Patrice. That's why I only had you do it at the end. She's got a kitty! Hello! I got to talk with one of your partners recently, and they told me we could probably help each other. I don't have any clear political leanings, but maybe there's a way to use my powers to make life better for all of our sisters during these trying times. I don't know. Let me know when it's a good time for me to visit. Okay. Alright. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, I'll send you guys to look out for stuff, but, like, they don't have time for anything, so. Meet every witch! Oh my god, yay! Too bad I fucked it up with one of them. Well, it's too bad if there's, like, 2 interactions with her, because we're not gonna have time for the second one, but I'm glad we got to meet her anyway. Hi! Hi, welcome! This place is so cool! Thanks! I wouldn't mind being imprisoned here. Oh shit, I'm so sorry. Right off the bat, my big mouth ruining everything. It's alright. It's my personal curse, always making things awkward. Really, don't worry, I'm awkward in my own way too. Okay. But let me tell you, you wouldn't like spending 200 years here. I'm so sick of these walls. Oh, I know. Let me make up for it. Or, oh, I know. Okay. Okay. Better? Where did everything go? Don't worry, everything's still in its place. I just altered our senses. Whoa, I love this. I wish I could do this. It would have made being exiled so much easier to bear. Funny you mentioned that, because I came to see you precisely to discuss my talents. What's the matter? Well, sensorial magic makes a great party trick, but beyond that I feel pretty useless. Oh, shut up! Sensorial magic is super cool. Yeah, but cool doesn't earn you much respect in this community, and I understand why. I mean, I can't affect reality in any way. After several centuries I've come to terms with it, really, but from time to time imposter syndrome kicks in. What? Is that a thing witches can feel? Like, I mean, you're a witch, you're immortal, and you fly across outer space. There's no doubt about you being a witch. Yeah, but you know what I mean. I'm a one-trick pony. And that trick isn't really going to have any impact on the cosmos. Literally. I don't see it like that, but I can't possibly understand. You're the one who's been struggling with this for centuries. No need to pity me, though. I mean, I have a pretty good life, magical frustrations aside. Oh, not at all. From my perspective, your powers are incredible. Thank you. What about you? How do you feel about your powers? You're an oracle, right? I'm pretty comfortable with them. Oh, yeah? Yeah, I mean, I was into divination even before I ascended. It's second nature to me. That's so cool. I wish I could feel so in sync with my talents. Actually, I came to see you about that. I've heard wonders about your new deck, so I wanted to ask you to help me find a way to make myself useful. Warn her of the risks first. I should warn you about the risks first. Oh, what risk? Observing her future may alter it. Tell her the whole truth. On second thought, I should just refuse. Observing our future may alter it. Well, that's exactly what I want. Whatever we find in the cards may determine your new path. Sign me up. I need a change. I don't mind what kind. I'll take it from there. Careful what you wish for, babe. In that case, let's begin the reading. What do you have in mind exactly? I hate this. Well, I want to find a way to make an impact on the future of the Coven. Like, I can't physically alter anything, but can my illusions help our sisters in a substantial way in these times of change? I understand. Focus on your fondest memories of experiencing your powers while I shuffle my deck. Hymn to Fortune? Could be worse. Could be worse. Allow every witch to perceive the utopic version of every candidate's program. Help every witch put themselves in their sister's shoes. Or project the kind of experiences we'd access if we were to welcome and befriend more witches into our coven. Help every witch to put themselves in their sister's shoes. Oh? Use sensorial magic to allow witches to experience other witches' existences? Or however this reading inspires you, really. No, it's a fantastic idea. I feel a surge of purpose running through my veins. A coven-wide, ultra-empathetic experience. This can only be a good thing. It's gonna bring peace for sure. I hope so. That's what I call making an impact in this cosmos. Yes! Thank you so much, Fortuna. Well, there you have it. That's it? Easy as that? Yep. I'm sorry there aren't any fireworks or anything. No, I mean, I'm very impressed. I love how straightforward it is. Plus, the art on the cards is super cool. I'd love to see more of them. I may become a regular. You're very welcome to come back anytime you want. Yay! I'm gonna head out now. I'm eager to start exploring this new purpose the cards have shown me. Go get 'em! Thanks! Alright, time's up. We did everything we could. Right now, we may not be the favorite in the polls, but this isn't over until Election Day. The whole campaign has just been to prepare for the final assembly. Until the votes have been cast, we have a fighting chance. In a couple of days, the whole Sisterhood will get together at the House of Cosmic Providence. There, every party will get to debate our coven's future. Not only that, but every sister also has the right to speak and will be able to express their hopes and concerns. Pretty much anything can happen there. Have you ever been to the House of Cosmic Providence? I've only seen it from outside, and it's pretty intimidating. I've been inside for some dealings, but never for an official assembly of the Sisterhood. I'm nervous too. The thing is that inside its main hall, time holds still, so the debate can go on for hours, days, or years if necessary. Oh no. The rule is that no votes shall be cast until every sister has had a chance to say their piece. Then, after everything's said and done, we will all vote, and the House of Cosmic Providence will release its hold on time so fate can unfold normally. We've come this far, so we might as well do the whole dance. Campaigning is now banned until the assembly, so take some time off, enjoy a bubble bath, or whatever it is you do to blow off steam. For me, it's going to be wine and sex fairies. Patrice, again, too much information. Shut up! Congratulations on getting to the finish line. Let's meet at the doors of the House of Cosmic Providence in a couple days. Chapter 7, baby! What, Jasmine, what are you doing? Jasmine, come on! This one's super easy. I guess this is the past. What is she doing? Some clue, baby? This character is legendary. They're known for never giving up. Alright, I think you're Batman, James Bond, or Wile E. Coyote. Wile E. Coyote? What? No? Who's that? I know! What's the name of that famous Earthling? Yes, Lady Gaga! What? Lady Gaga? Who's that? A pop star from the 2100s, I think. I don't know, she's the only historical figure I know from Earth. Okay, we're from completely different worlds and eras. This wasn't a good idea. But Fortuna, you should know this character. Tell me already, there's no way I can guess it. Aha, Ahab! Ahab? Yes, from Moby Dick. Look at me, with the harpoon and everything. That's impossible. I didn't even know what the main character of Moby Dick was called. No? Bah, forget it. The magic brownie should be ready to eat anyway. Up for some tea and some smiles? Alright. I'm ready, ma'am. Oof, you shouldn't make them so delicious. I always end up having one too many. And they pair with the tea so well. I'm gonna want a literal ton to take out later. I figured as much. I already prepared a survival kit for you. I'll help you carry it to your asteroid later. Much appreciated. Hey, Fortuna, how come you never got a familiar? It's so lame every time you write to just get, like, an envelope with a message. One of the best parts of witch correspondence is getting to pet each other's familiars. I've always wanted to bring that up too, yes. I don't know. I have serious trouble with commitment. Like, that's a living being, and I need to think about feeding them and taking care of them. But now that you're going to be exiled for a millennium, wouldn't it be good to keep you company? We don't need to talk about this if you don't want to. No, it's alright. I guess I wouldn't want to keep any sentient being imprisoned with me just so that I don't feel alone. Fair point. You've always been so empathetic. I don't think empathy is what's going on here. I'd say it's the opposite. How egotistical and self-centered I am. Hey, where's that coming from? I'm not looking for pity. I accepted it so long ago. Don't worry. Fortuna. Hey, I know. If you had to get a familiar, what would you like it to be? Definitely a cat, a super intelligent crow. I'd like it eerie, like a sentient eye, or something weird, like a chocolate golem. Okay, but you can't make me choose between cat and crow. That's not fair. That's not fair, Tycho. Oh, I needed that stretch. Okay. We've seen, the only reason I'm gonna pick the cat or the crow over the cat here is that we saw a different person with a cat familiar. So, super intelligent crow. Plus, I feel like it fits Fortuna well. A super intelligent crow. Oh, I never would have guessed. Why super intelligent, though? Because all crows are super intelligent, duh. I imagine its wings with eye patterns like a moth's wings. Ooh, that's super cool. Whoa, I'm totally seeing it, yeah. Where am I gonna find a specimen like that? I'll keep an eye out in case I can get you one for when you come out of exile. I feel bad capturing something so beautiful, though. But I'll look for a familiar when I'm free, I promise. Cool. Friends, my brownies are kicking in, and they're making me feel like philosophy. Oh no. Oh yes, here we go. Listen. Have you ever considered why men can't become witches? Oh boy, is this is gonna be the part where someone was complaining that this game hates men. Because men have too much privilege because of our superior emotional intelligence. Maybe it's a biological thing because the cosmos is unfair. I don't know. I don't really necessarily like any of these answers. Whatever, too much privilege, I guess. Here. Nah, it's not that. My planet is matriarchal, but not a single man has ascended to become a witch. It's because men are the fucking worst then. Jeez, I will never understand how men got to be so awful on your home planet. Jasmine comes from the 19th century. From what I know, it was fucking nightmarish. Women didn't even have the right to vote. Ha! And that was just a symptom of how much they saw us as inferior. You sure you don't want us to invade your planet and institute a matriarchy? Let's do it. No! We're on a path in human society. Well, they're on a path. It's not our fight anymore. Slowly but surely, women are turning it around. My offer still stands if you ever want it less slowly and more surely. Oh, yeah, nice. Really nice. Pfft, are you high, Jasmine? Yup, aren't you? Yes. Let's dance. Seriously, that was such a brief interaction and someone... Okay, whatever. Like, that's not sexism, that's just an interaction among women who have been wronged. Jasmine, have you been learning new moves? Yes! Woohoo! Should we put some music on? There's music already! The plants are singing! Oh! Sure! Yeah, they're just high. I'm gonna miss you so much. Aw, Fortuna. I love you. I love you too. I love you so much. Hang in there, 40. What did you just call me? Ah, finally alone. Yeah, it's been too much having so many people in here all of a sudden. Yes. Plus, I missed you. You missed me? I never left. I missed talking to you, just the two of us. You're such a softie. I don't want to be toxic and hoard you all for myself or anything, but I was so jealous of all those witches visiting you while I had to remain hidden. Okay, what's going on? Why are you getting this cloying? The end is near. What end? You will soon hate me. Why? What are you gonna do? Activate the fire seal, and I will have to reap the life of the one you love the most. Patrice, I'm so sorry. You chose your own price. True, I knew the moment to pay would come sooner or later. I intend to pay. I won't hate you. I chose it. Heh, we'll see about that. I've been through this too many times. It's only natural to want to rebel against the one who's taking something precious from you. Yeah, but I, myself, am the one taking something precious from myself, ultimately. I don't think I'll ever hate you, though. No matter how much you loathe me. You really are special, Fortuna. I will treasure our time together, no matter what happens. I'm happy I met you, despite everything. Hate me or not, you're getting what you wanted. Tomorrow you will leave this asteroid at last. How are you feeling? Scared. I'm not sure if I'm ready. Excited to return to society at last. I feel sad? That feels realistic. Oh? It doesn't make any sense, I know. All this time I've been longing for freedom, and when I'm about to reach it, I feel sad? Haven't you ever felt sad after achieving something it took you so much to accomplish? Sorry, can't relate. We behemoths don't achieve, we just make things happen. Of course you do. I don't know, Abramar. My only hope is to gather enough strength to build a life I can enjoy from this point onwards. Whatever the case, I sincerely hope you enjoy the rest of your existence to the fullest. Thank you. And speaking of enjoying ourselves, this is probably our last night together on this asteroid. You're not coming back to this life, so make all the cards you want, enjoy some books, lay in bed, and when you're ready, let me know and I'll let you ride my back to the House of Cosmic Providence. What? I'm getting to ride you like a cosmic shrimp? What? You didn't just call me a shrimp. Sorry, I've been thinking about it since the moment I first saw you. I've heard lobster before, but shrimp? Come on, show some respect. Sorry, sorry. Oh, magnificent lobster. Shut the fuck up. Take your time and then I'll fly you to Congress. Aye, aye. Wait, that's Adana. Oh, okay, I see. That it is Adana's mask, but... Because, yeah, like, pissing off Rangamarie really hurt me, but the whole Jasmine figured out what will happen powers-wise, I think is what really did us in, so... Do the dragon. I have way too much earth energy in the last shit, but... no. Shadow direction switches, which is a little awkward, but that's okay. I do not know what I am doing. Okay. I suppose. Have 22 cards in your deck. Major Arcana. Aether. The Iron Golems support the cards Intellichi, a symbol for a haughty guardian. One look from the ancestral being can command mortals to sin. The Aether Wings elevates the Arcana for everyone to see. Guardian, ego, authority, happiness, and temptation. Okay, I think that's all we can do. Alright, we're attending. Are you nervous? Yes. Why? I'm about to meet dozens of witches all at once. Do you care what others think of you? Yes. Don't you? I'd like to say that I don't care about what anyone thinks about me, and after having lived through many universes, it's mostly true, but from time to time, I find someone that I do care about what they think. Are you talking about me? Yes. In fact, I was listening in when you were talking with Eugenia about me. Of course you were. I like him very much. I owe him my life. Oh, I wish I had lacrimal glands to tear up. Shut up. I'm sorry, but I'm being serious. Hearing you say that made me so happy that it made me wish I could cry. Abramar. Listen. I never got to thank you properly. There's no need to, really. It's all been you this whole time. No, I want to do it. You've done so much for me these past few months. I was lost. I was beyond saving. I summoned you as a last resort, and what you've given me is... It's not just a new deck and getting to leave my house. You brought me back to life. Challenging me, teaching me, making me laugh, listening to me. Oh, that's cute. Thank you, Abramar. Thank you so much. I love you. Ah, I love you too. But you really shouldn't. I appreciate what you're saying, I really do. But I'm not doing all of this for free. Soon I'll reap something very important from you. I don't care. Right now, right here, I love you and I am thankful. I may hate you in the future. Hell, I may even betray you. I don't really know how I'm going to react once the fire seal activates. But in this specific moment, alone among the stars, I love you. Thank you. Look, there it is. The House of Cosmic Providence. Moment of truth. Let's see what the cards led us to. The wheel. Everything that is about to happen, everything that will occur, none of it is your fault, but all of it is your responsibility. And that is true for every given moment of your life. And that is true for every single witch in this cosmos. That is fate. My corpse is without will, says Adana. Because, of course, they can't just have it in a place where you guys can read it without my face being on top of it. If it stays there, I'll try and find a spot. But my body stands proud of the coven assembled here today. 100 voices to decide the fate of our sisterhood. 100 voices to steer this universe. Your power is enormous and it will continue to grow. The House of Cosmic Providence will hold time still for us. Not a single galaxy will dare spin until our coven has a new leader. Now pour your voices into the chalice and build the future upon my corpse. Surrounding me, around the chalice of undying legacy, we have the candidates. Cupressa, the historian. Dahlia, the daggersmith. Jasmine, the gardener. Fortuna, the soothsayer. We will soon hear our sisters' opening speeches. But first, let's conjure the vote intention for all to gauge the progress of this debate. Okay, that is under my face. And remember, in the House of Cosmic Providence, everyone is welcome to talk at any given moment, for we are all equal in discussing the fate of our sisterhood. Now, my body shall remain silent for the rest of the debate. I give the floor to the eldest of the candidates, Cupressa. So what it put over here on the side underneath my head is just, like, the vote chance. I don't know where to put myself, because, like, I could do that, but then you can't see this. Which maybe doesn't matter. Well, I don't know. Also, Patrice is sitting next to me. Anyway, thank you, Adana. I'm aware that many of you are eager to leave behind the coven culture established by our former leader. What I bring you here today is not a political pamphlet, but a plea. Top left corner. Yeah, I guess I could do that. I'm hiding Adana then, but I guess that's not the worst thing in the world. That's the only shitty thing about, like, playing a new game, is I always have to find out, like, where the inoffensive place to put my face is. And I suppose I could shrink the game, but then you guys can't see the game as well, so, yeah. I have lived through and recall every era of this coven. That gives me the perspective and the confidence to assure you that our sisterhood has never been more prosperous than in Adana's time. I implore you, we must give Adana's system a chance. Experience where it takes us. We already gave it a chance. What are you talking about? I know for a fact this was just the beginning of what Adana had planned for us. Her vision, the projection of her rules and system, was destined to make us the most powerful coven that's ever existed. That's why my program plans to keep her design intact, with myself as a warden of its prosperity. Having said that, I am genuinely interested in hearing all about the alternatives our sisters have devised for our coven. And I'd like to give the floor to our youngest. Fortuna, if you please. Alright, Fortuna, moment of truth. I'll be by your side the whole time. It's my role to offer you counsel throughout the debate. Right now, I'd say you should focus more on setting a tone than getting into any specific point. You got this. Thank you, Pat. Okay, how should I open? Humble and conciliatory, ambitious and confident, authoritative and relentless. Ambitious and confident? Yeah. I'm extremely excited to be here today. We are so close to turning over a new leaf and growing beyond the old ways. The sisterhood I envision for us all is the product of both analysis and empathy put through the fires of divination. I bring you not only prosperity, but happiness and fulfillment. It's working. I did well to match the vibe I sealed with Abramar for my air energies. Okay. Good job. You won their hearts. Now to sell what's truly important. What should be the main focus of my speech? An oracle should be at the helm. We should build a caring and benevolent coven. We must scatter Adana and increase our numbers. Caring and benevolent coven, I guess. Maybe? I think... Even if Adana brought us unprecedented progress in magical knowledge and a growth in power, we must agree that she also brought us little, if any, of what truly gives meaning to immortal existence. Joy, happiness, delight, pleasure. None of us ascended just to be chained back to a system that exploits us, that sees the members of its community as a commodity. My vision is to strike the perfect balance between growth and satisfaction, and this growth is going to be focused on our personal development, not on the potency or status of our coven. The betterment of our members is the only true path to the betterment of our sisterhood. That's always been what I meant by our slogan, Stronger Together. Stronger not against adversity, but in taking care of each other, together. Vote for me to reclaim all the happiness we sacrificed to Adana's soulless designs. Wait a minute. Luis, sorry for intruding so early on in the debate, but I just wanted to offer my input on the candidate, which Fortuna. I came to her for help, as suggested by my friend and leader candidate Jasmine. I was in a dire situation, handling a gruesome task Aidana imposed upon me, and Fortuna, with her cards, not only helped me get out of it, she allowed me to find a happiness I hadn't experienced before. Her guidance was otherworldly, her deck is powerful, and her soul is pure. Please, we need her party at the helm. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you for everything, Fortuna. Okay. Isn't Aidana's corpse supposed to be silent? Whatever. Let us move on to another candidate. Dahlia, offer your opening statement. Listen to me, everyone. I have a clear vision for this coven. Community, sisterhood, solidarity, support, diversity, all which is equal. And there is one crucial aspect to making this vision happen. Horizontalism. Our community is not so big that we should put our fate in the hands of just a few. The opinion of every single witch should bear the same weight. The referendum system we want to implement will make sure that not a single choice is made to the detriment of the community ever again. No more impositions like the obnoxious quarterly controls, no more excessive punishments. We must reclaim this coven for ourselves. I must speak! Taya, aren't you absolutely supposed to be neutral? The only concern I have is the poet saying something, but I think that effect already happened because she's not actually part of our coven, so she shouldn't have any chance to speak. I'm sorry to disrupt such a critical moment for your coven, but it's imperative that I bring the concerns of the arbitrage office before all of you. As you may know, we recently had to deal with one of your sisters, Greth, who had formed a pact with a behemoth. We managed to imprison the being who had fused themselves with Greth's body, and, after several intense submission spells, we managed to extract some worrying information from them. Uh-oh. The arbitrage office has grounds to believe that there is another practitioner of the forbidden among you. That can't be possible! I'm sorry, we're convinced there is a behemoth meddling with these elections. We're also pretty certain as to who is responsible, but we'd like to extend the courtesy for that witch to honorably surrender herself, or to any of you to do the right thing and expose her before the whole coven. If not, I'll be forced to bring the prime suspects with me for a less amicable interrogation process. This is not acceptable. The sanctity of this Congress must not be interrupted by an external party. I'm afraid there's no alternative. We can't risk a behemoth user becoming the next leader of this coven. It may be too late, then. Very well. Sisters, we shall comply with the magical pact. Confess now, witch, or bring your whole coven down with you. I guess this is what I get for telling Greth the truth. I don't know. I don't know, man. Do I get to look this up? Is it okay if I look this up? This is like the biggest possible decision. I don't know what to do. I don't know. Because, like, even if our coven is fine with the behemoth situation at the end of the day, the arbitrage office is not, so... I don't feel good about looking it up. Like, am I just gonna get... I closed the tab. Am I just gonna get a bad ending? Because if we do this whole game, this whole way, and I just right here get a shitty ending, that's gonna suck so bad. Like, I'd be fine with Dahlia winning, honestly, but, like, yeah. Like, if I remain silent, they might grab somebody else. Would that be fair? No, but... I don't know. I don't know. Heads I remain silent, tails I confess. It was tails. It was tails. I guess we're confessing. Ah! Oh man, this sucks. That's not good. What's happening? Arg! It hurts. Make it stop. What's going on? Somebody help me. What the hell is going on? They're trapped in a ball of fire. We need to save them. Is this the end of our coven? Fortuna, do something. Me? Yes. Dahlia, calm down. What can Fortuna possibly do about this? No, Dahlia's gut is right, as always. Let me collect my thoughts for a second. And just for what it's worth, they're all trapped in a ball of fire. Well, I don't know if that was going to happen no matter what I clicked. I'm going to use my cards to make sense of what's going on here. If we understand why this is happening, we may be able to do something about it. Everyone focus on the coven. Project your feelings towards our sisterhood in my deck. Mine's Blossom. It's my fault. I have become too powerful and the House of Cosmic Providence imploded trying to stop time and fate around me. Junreisha is trying to turn us all into power. She's scribbled her formulas upon every column to turn Congress into an instrument for magical synthesis. Cupressa, unable to process the death of Adana, is determined to end the coven to keep the work of our leader from being corrupted. Or this is a final test designed by Adana, the conclusion of her attempt to create the most powerful coven in existence. I don't know. I don't want it to be my fault. Junreisha being the problem is a problem. I don't necessarily want to throw Cupressa straight under the bus either. It's a final test, because if it's a final test, that means it can be passed, right? It means we can succeed. This is a final test designed by Adana, the conclusion of her attempt to create the most powerful coven in existence. She has been grinding us to the bone and engineered this crisis to prove she's been right all along and open our minds to real power. Since time can't flow until we reach a decision as to who will become the next leader, our sisters are doomed to burn eternally. We must come to an agreement to free them. I can't believe this fucking hag. For real, Adana. For real, Adana? What the fuck do you want from us? Come on, Dahlia. I'm sure Adana had her reasons, right? Oh my god, Jasmine. Stop being a sycophant. You can't be such a fucking dog, Jasmine. Wake the fuck up. Adana is messed up. Oh, Adana, I see it. This is glorious. If we couldn't protect our sisters from impending doom, we're not worthy to follow in your footsteps. Well, you're right, Dahlia. This is way too much. No lesson or test is ever worth risking the lives of all of our sisters. The lament of all of them is, I can't stand this anymore. Someone kill me. Get us out of here. Okay, everyone vote for me. Picture me as your leader. Let's dispel the flames. Hey, not so fast. This is just too important. It can't end like this. We must decide swiftly, but we must also decide wisely. What do you propose then? Hey gang, this is simple. You cut through all the bullshit and sort everything out in front of the Sisterhood. Ha! I'm all for that. Fuck Congress ceremony. This is highly unorthodox, but so is the situation. I agree to a straightforward conversation. Very well, I'll begin. I'm going to be completely transparent since time is of the essence. You must all choose me as your leader, and the reasons are quite simple. You may or may not like my program, but even if you think it has room for improvement, it's the best option we've got right now. Yeah, it says you! Dahlia's program is completely unrealistic and naive. Don't be swayed by her idealism. We can't function on charisma. Hey! Shut up, let me talk. Then, Fortuna? Come on, we shouldn't even bother examining her program. She's been exiled for 200 years. She's completely oblivious as to the current reality of our coven. Ha, you wish, Four Eyes. Oof, bring it down a notch, Patrice. Ha, incredible. And Capressa, for the sake of haste, can we stop pretending she's relevant? Your discourse is riddled with fallacies, young witch. Open your eyes. I am the most sensible option. Acknowledge it, and we can stop this madness. I'm not going to acknowledge shit. What kind of arguments are those? You're just tapping into our sister's fear for a quick and easy win. Dahlia has a point there. Jasmine winning is, or Capressa, but Jasmine winning is the only thing I deeply do not want. Right now, it's easy to justify a conservative stance because we're in the middle of a catastrophe, but this moment is too important. It may define the coming millennia. We mustn't cast our votes from a place of fear. What we need right now is hope. This crisis is only proving that existence is fragile and ephemeral, even for us witches. We must play unsafely. We must aim, hearts open, towards how we truly want to exist. Forget all of your fears. Hell, most of you may not even be here after the votes are cast. Just feel it. What kind of future do you wish for witches around this universe? That was beautifully said, Fortuna, and that's exactly what I'm planning on bringing to you all, sisters. A complete upheaval of all power dynamics. Sisterhood, coven. Those are all empty terms if we don't all stand as equals. Not so fast. That is nothing but pure demagoguery. You cannot appropriate the words coven and sisterhood like that. Communities need leadership and wisdom. Elders have always taken care of the young. You are painting those traditions as power inequality, but it's way more simple than that. It's love, in its most pure and disinterested form. Elders watching over the future generations, paving the way, teaching, guiding. What are you doing? Decide already. Make it stop. Fight each other for all I care. Girls, you're not doing a great job of cutting through all the bullshit. It's starting to feel like the opposite. You're friends, aren't you? Come to an agreement and offer our suffering sisters a way out already. That's easier said than done. None of us wants to relinquish her view. And not because we're power hungry, exactly. It moves me, the certainty of how wholeheartedly we all love our coven, that we can't simply leave its future up to chance. How about we change our approach? Each of us says who she'd rather have as a leader, not including herself, a duel, or reveal dirt. During the campaign I discovered some worrying things. This is all pointless. I already saw the winner in my cards. Each of us says who she'd rather have as a leader, not including herself, I guess? Okay. What'll be the point? We've been at each other's throats for the whole campaign. Let's change gears and discuss our virtues. I like it. I can respect that. I don't really see the point, but I'll do anything to break this impasse. Oh yeah? I guess your case is easy. You would vote for me, right? My program is most similar to yours. I guess so. Not that I'm passionate about it. You're simply the candidate I would distrust the least with our coven's traditions. That's flattering. A point for me, nonetheless. I'm starting to feel like this wasn't a good idea. Who would you vote for, Dahlia? I'm sorry, Jazz, but I'd go with Fortuna. Don't worry, I'd choose Fortuna too, to be frank. Wait, you tricked us into saying you're our favorite candidate. No, I swear, I wanted to know your genuine opinion. I'm humbled you both would have me as the next leader. Well, it doesn't matter if it was a trick or not, Jasmine. It is what it is. We both chose her. That's true. Who's your favorite candidate, though, Fortuna? Dahlia. So no tie there. I like Dahlia's program better. Alright, thank you. Of course you do. What do we do now? Ugh, there must be something we can do to break out of this loop. I already saw the winner of my cards. Whatever. I did. What? When were you planning on telling us? Who's gonna be the new leader then? Me. No, come on. That's cheating. You? I know it's precognition, but it does feel wrong that you knew you were gonna win all along. Why did we bother doing a whole campaign and everything? I demand a rematch. A rematch? About what? The card reading? Yes, read the cards again. It doesn't work like that. Well, I refuse to accept that reading. You could have been biased in your own wishful thinking. We need to fight this to the very end, Dahlia. Yes, let's fight for our future. Hey, you're making me sound like the villain here. We can't give up, Fortuna. Please understand that. Okay, but you can because everyone's, like, dying. I don't care who leads anymore. We're not getting anywhere. This is all pointless. We're fighting about who's going to rule over the ashes of our sisters. Shit, Fortuna, why did you have to predict the fall of our coven? This is all your fault. My fault? That's more accurate than you think. What, did you... Not long ago, I discovered that my powers aren't really fortune-telling. That what I do with my cards is not reading the future, but writing it. Writing it? I have the power to alter the past and the future. The past too? How does that work? Well, I don't think it's the time to get into that, but the thing is that you're right to blame me. I wrote the destruction of the coven. I caused it. That's not possible. Adana was aware of my true talents. That's why she sent me to exile and deprived me of my deck. Why? Fortuna, why did you do this? Our sisterhood was far from perfect, but it was worth fighting for. We could have turned this into something really beautiful. I didn't do this on purpose. I wasn't aware of the implications. It doesn't matter. Why did you keep hiding something so important all this time? And, well, I've only known for like 2 months, dude. And even with all that, you're trying to become the next leader? Why? For what? What's your endgame here? Because I can't accept it. I've been in denial all this time. I want to fix everything. I can fix it. Even if it's just from if it's from the ashes of everything we know, I want to rebuild. I want to pursue a better future. Don't you dare play the hero now. You doomed us all. Well, fuck you. You're not helping. Fuck me. The fucking nerve, Fortuna. Yeah, you're a narc. Yeah, don't deserve to become our leader. Don't even deserve to run. After all these years away, you come back and fuck everything up. We were better off without you. Adana was right to send you into exile. That's harsh. Fuck this. I'm gonna make things right. I'll find a way out for our doomed sisters, and I will write a future for us three. And fuck it, since we're at it, I'm going to rewrite how magic works in this universe so we don't have to suffer through shit like this again. Watch this. That's dramatic. Guide, discovery, deception, the unknown, authority, sabotage, and adversity. After a long decline, Compressa will sacrifice herself and scatter her million-year-old energy to bring all of our sisters back, along with many new witches. We will strike a deal with the behemoths to bring our sisters back to this universe in exchange for our servitude. We will bind their souls to our own. Our sisters will see through our eyes, and when we grow powerful enough, we'll die. From our scattered essence, they'll get to be reborn. Sorry, Compressa's sacrificing herself. My bad. Killing 2 birds with 1 stone here, I see. Getting rid of me and bringing back our sisterhood. Well, I'm not against it. Thank you, Compressa. It's a beautiful ending. I'm thankful. Compressa, thank you so much. So, with this, we'll get to bring our sisters back? Yes, we'll get to see everyone again. That's it? It's as easy as that? You're too powerful, Fortuna. This is scary. Okay, sorry. But it's good. This is for a good cause. Thank you, Fortuna. Thank you. You're saving everyone. Yes. Let's focus on that. I know this may be overwhelming. I'm still struggling with it myself, but while we figure it out, I can do good. Okay, so I have to assign that to the cosmos. Because no matter what happens with us, that's more important. And I need to see all of the options. Gloria, the first witch, will transcend to a higher plane of existence and act as a goddess, enacting justice on any ill-willed witches. Or, we are the last witches. As we perish, witches will become extinct, returning our essence to the cosmos, giving rise to an era of mortal self-determination. Or, we will unlock the behemoth arts for ourselves. Every witch will be able to edit reality to their own will, opening the gates to a fractal universe where everything is possible. That sounds terrible. Our universe is just a computer simulation, but the moment the user shuts it down, we will keep living in their head, starting a new sisterhood in their mind realm. Okay, let's do Gloria as a goddess. Oh, wow. Can you really force the very first witch to look after us? Well, I just did. So karma just became a real thing. Works for me. I'm fed up with all these scheming witches. Well, this leaves what's to be considered wrong and right up for debate, but that'll be up to Gloria. Oh, whoops. Haven't you just created a cosmic dictator then? Maybe. What I know is that we can't be left unchecked. The sole chance at cosmic retribution will deter many witches who consciously try to play dirty. I hope this works. Me too, babe. Time will tell. And what shall become of us? Surrender. Peace, rivalry, tragedy, and courage. Unable to forgive each other, we will stir up a civil war within our sisterhood that will eventually spread to become an all-out cosmos-wide conflict. No. It doesn't matter who rules, we will lead together and support each other, amending the program as we learn in search of an ideal sisterhood. 30 years in the future, after doing everything in our power to steer the Coven in the direction we want, we'll quit the sisterhood and become independent, tighter than ever. I think we all work together. Oh, that's beautiful. So there's hope for us after all, huh? That's great, Fortuna. Those powers of yours aren't so bad after all. It's the least I could do after the mess I've made. Let's work hard from this point onwards to forge a future we can be proud of. Yes. Now. Well, and me and Dahlia outnumber Jasmine so she can get browbeaten into not sucking. That's it. That's all I wanted to deal with. Now. As far as I'm concerned, our sisters can cast their final vote. I have nothing more to do or say. Holy shit, Fortuna. That was hardcore. I can't fight anymore. I'm exhausted. Let's get this over with. We lost control of the situation long ago. I'm ready to confront fate. I think our sisters have seen enough. And suffered enough, too. Our fate is in our hands, sisters. Cast your votes. Well, I still won. Win the elections. Is that achievement? Thank you, sisters. I won't disappoint you. Congrats, shit-ass. You did it. We did it. Don't act all humble now. We never stood a chance with your fortune crafting. It's not fair at all, but I guess it is what it is. Using your magic during a race isn't forbidden. You're just overwhelmingly superior. Congrats. Yes, congrats. The fate of the sisterhood is sealed. Woof. Rip to the rest of the coven for the moment, though. Now, to honor the new leader, come to me and scatter my remains. I shall become stardust once again, so new witches may ascend. Taya's still here. Boo. What is this? What's going on? Quick, everyone, get behind me! Haha, I'm sorry. I mean no harm. There was no good way of interrupting this moment. You are all being so intense. It's alright, everyone. This is Abramar. He is the behemoth I summoned to regain my freedom. The fuck, Fortuna? What the fuck do you too, Jasmine? Do you need help? Is this thing bothering you? Do you want me to kick his butt? No. Don't mind me. I won't bother you for long. Fortuna, it's time to pay the price. What price? What is he talking about? To regain my freedom, I offered him the life of the one I love the most. Fortuna, that's ruthless. Is it me? No, of course it's not fucking you, Jasmine. I wish. No. It's Patrice, obviously. Oh no, how can you sacrifice your own sister, Fortuna? Shut up, nerd. I'm happy to do this. Patrice. Seriously, I was getting bored of all these witch shenanigans anyway. There's no way around it. It's time to pay Fortuna. No, I won't pay. Can't we find another? Well, if there's no alternative. Patrice honestly is so okay with this, so. And yeah, like, she didn't want to come back from the dead in the first place. Oh, come on, Fortuna. I know it's hard, but we talked about this. Look at all you've achieved. You've turned the witching world upside down. Now witch up and pay. If I pay, I'm gonna hate you. Please, Evermore, forsake the price. Or I was desperate. Now I see that this price is too much. I guess I'm just gonna say please, because I'm willing. I made this deal, and Patrice is fine with it, and we need to accept that. You know I can't do that. If I forsake the price, I'll be erased from this cosmos. The cosmic wheel can't allow the existence of a behemoth who doesn't honor his deals. You've lived through many universes, won't you die for me? No, I understand. It's devastating to see you like this. You don't need to be this afraid, Fortuna. Everything will be alright. Come on, open your soul now. Stand proud while honoring our pact. This is all yours. I am proud of you. Let's conclude our pact. I'm ready. Let's do it. Yep. I'm ready. Pay the price. Here, I'm just gonna move this just in case. Okay. I have no idea what kind of endings are possible here. Like, I have no idea if the fiery... Like, I doubt the fiery burning of the entire coven happens every time. But maybe it does, but maybe it does. I don't know, man. Yeah, that was wild. That was such a trip. Yeah. It's, the mechanic to like make your own cards is so interesting and really well done, frankly. Okay, we got an epilogue. I'm sorry, Patrice. But seriously, it was her time and she was okay with it. It's been a century now, Fortuna. Are you ready to forgive me? It's myself that I need to forgive. Come on, don't be so hard on yourself. We've been over this a million times. You did what you needed to do to survive. And even if you couldn't predict how much it'd hurt to lose Patrice, and even if you couldn't predict how much it'd hurt to lose Greth, it's not something you can change now. I am genuinely pretty upset about Greth, even though that kind of happened in the background. Like, she didn't deserve that. So, the only thing you can do is move forward, make the most of this life for which you've paid such a high price. That's enough compassion for today. Why are you here? To gossip? For real? I've been pretty bored these past few decades. I know pretty much everything that's happened throughout the whole of cosmic society. I thought you may be interested. I really miss spending time with you. I kind of missed you too, yeah. Did you now? Come on, spit out whatever it is that you came to tell me about. Ah, that's more like it. Where to begin? Oh, we recovered the last soul that was missing from the Congress catastrophe. Compressor really did us a solid by sacrificing herself half a century ago. The scattering ceremony was beautiful. As for myself, you really did me a solid with what you wrote about the witches relaxing their policies regarding behemoths. Well, the ones who know about the price you had to pay are still quite wary of me, but not being hunted anymore. That's a massive victory considering my turbulent past. Anyway, I resented you for a long time for having written that I'll never get to see Gloria again, and I couldn't have cared less about that you will find a love greater than hers bullshit, but it did happen. I tend to forget how fearsome your powers are. I'm madly in love. And this is the weirdest part for me. I fell in love with another behemoth. It's the first time in my multiple existences that I liked someone other than a witch. And shit, to connect with someone who knows how it feels to unexist, to peek behind the curtain, we understand each other so well. I'm so happy, Fortuna. Okay, cut it out. Okay, cut it out, will you? Yes, sorry. Thank you. Dude, this doesn't feel like gossiping at all. You're just using me for therapy. Yes. I can't help but think of you as a friend. But enough about me. Who would you like to gossip about? Everybody. Want to talk about the Coven, like in general? From my perspective, you did a great job with the Sisterhood. After the blow from the catastrophe at the Congress, the Coven is a shadow of what it used to be under Adana's control. But everyone looks happier after the work you put in. And I'd say that's pretty much the point of existing. Take it from someone who's existed many times now. Okay, I'll take the win. Thank you. Who would you like to gossip about? Dahlia. Well, she's doing fine. Since the catastrophe, she's retired completely from any form of politics. Also, wouldn't I know this? I'm not exiled again, am I? Didn't exile myself. She started her own hunting guild, and they take on huge cosmic beasts. They even managed to take down a rogue behemoth. Scary shit. Who would you like to gossip about now, Jasmine? Jasmine hasn't been herself of late. After her garden withered and died, she's been pretty aimless. I just hope she finds something that drives her soon enough, or I'll see her turning into a corpse sooner or later. Oof, that's harsh. I was hoping for her to emerge renewed from this, but... yeah, it's tough shit. Let's lighten the mood. Who would you like to gossip about? Eugenia. You don't talk to Eugenia anymore? We write to each other from time to time, but I haven't seen her since she became independent. She moved her studio to another dimension and writes books on the cosmic wheel and its malleable properties. Something tells me you played a great part in inspiring her to pick up this endeavor. Yeah, I know she's only doing it to not see me suffer, to see if there's a way we can better control my power and fix things. I don't want her doing that. She's wasting her immortality away. Wait, am I just hiding here because did I self-exile, in fact, because of the power situation? I guess maybe. But we all know there's no way of stopping a driven witch. Hear, hear. Anyway, who would you like to gossip about? Look at the time. Don't you have somewhere else to be? That's my only option, so... Wow, rude. Baby steps, Abramar. I'm not ready to be friends. I'm not sure if I ever will be. So let's take it easy, alright? I understand. Please, let me know if you ever want to meet up again. I will. Goodbye, Abramar. Goodbye, Fortuna. Are you satisfied with your fate? Forgive my boldness, but do I sense some unease within you, Fortuna? How can a writer of fates be this disheartened? Why don't you draw another card? Invite. It sounds like it, the self-exile thing. Yeah, it does sound like it. I fucking hate fate. Ooh, we got the cosmic wheel. This is bullshit. I will never learn to live with this. I will be miserable if I don't try again. After I go to sleep, time will restart and I will get to fix everything. There will always be things in life that escape our control. We cannot fight them all, but we can mourn, remember, learn, share, and accept. Well, it's definitely that, because that's just a better way to live. Rather than setting herself into a time loop. There will always be things in life that escape our control. Pain can latch onto the walls of your body like burning ivy. The only thing to do is to breathe and keep on going. For today, that'll be enough. I guess if it's an exile you choose and can leave, then it's not as bad. Okay, we're doing the same credits again. It's weird that this is the same credits again. Like 2 minutes later. Like, I'm not mad or anything, but wow. What a game. It does feel like something you just kind of have to sit with. But yeah, like, was it, Do I think it added anything to the story? No, but that one scene where they got high and shit-talked men being enough for some dude to be like, I wish they hadn't gone all men suck, is a little dramatic. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. I want to play it again because I know there are different endings and there's a lot of different, like, I don't know exactly how many endings or how different they'll be, but like I want to try. And like you have to fair about which part. But yeah, I do feel like I need to do a run where I just pick all of the worst options just to see what happens. But also, I'm so bad. I'm so bad at doing runs like that. So, yeah. But yeah, the scene with shit talking men or whatever, like, again, I don't really think it added to the story, but it did just feel like a normal conversation between women in some ways, right? Like, not in a that's sending a message way, just in a if you're a woman, you've heard that conversation happen and it's not actually that deep, right? Because it really isn't that deep. I promise. It's not. Just it's a conversation that women who have been hurt by men have sometimes, and it's not that deep. That's it. That's all I have to say about that particular thing. And yes, I'm bad at being evil. I can't play as a man that's a self-insert character in an RPG, and I can't pick the evil options without feeling like an awful person in reality, which is so dumb and silly, and picking the evil options is sometimes so fun. And in a lot of cases, it wasn't even so much evil here as just like less desirable. I'm sure there's somebody out there. Well, actually, I'm not sure because it's a relatively small game. So I don't know how many people have played it. I don't know how widespread it is, but I wouldn't be surprised if someone has like mapped out like the best card combos to have, but I also don't know how much it actually matters, right? Like, I'm sure it changes some things and some options, but there's got to just be archetypes that they all kind of fit into, because there's only so many options that they could have written, and like they probably don't. I'm just going to read this. Thanks. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you for playing our game. We went through a rough patch, as so many of us did, making this game while surviving the pandemic. It's been 5 years of joy and struggle, so it means so much that you played it until the end. We hope you enjoyed it and that it made you think and feel. See you again wherever the cosmic wheel takes us next. That's really lovely. Yeah. That's really lovely. So, I don't remember what I was in the middle of saying, but that's okay. Oh, the cards, right? I can't imagine that they would, like, make it so that you're basically punished for not picking the perfect combination of cards, or combinations for the cards, right? So. We're back at this beach once again. Okay. Just had to see. Alright, we're back at the main menu. That was really good. I really liked that. I really liked that a lot. It's a little early. Which is not the end of the world, but yeah, I guess I'm probably just gonna call it here because A, I have some work I need to get done, and B, I don't really want to follow up what is ultimately a very beautiful emotional ending while like switching to WoW now or something, right? Back-to-back bangers, yeah. I think I chose well on this one, because yeah, 1000X Resist and this both made me feel things. And that's honestly kind of what I want most in a game, is that it makes me think and feel. And yeah, this is a very good ending note, and I don't want to ruin it. But yeah, yeah, I really liked this. There's a lot of really good and interesting messages in this game, especially about like fate and acceptance. And also like justice and love and whatever. And there's just a lot of really good things in here. I don't usually actually get around to replaying games, but I think this one I might. Because it feels like there's a lot more to see here. And I might be wrong about that, but I don't think that I am. Because you don't think goblins telling you to do world quests would enhance vibes? I do not think so. Yeah. Plus I don't have anything to do in WoW right now anyway. Not really. It's all, like, busy work, right? So. But yeah, I think there's more to be had here. I don't think I'll play more on stream unless I decide that I need to do an I'm an asshole run on stream, because if I do it on stream, it forces me to follow through with it. But yeah, I don't necessarily think I'm gonna do that, but we'll see. But yeah, I really enjoyed this. It was a really beautiful game. The soundtrack is fantastic. I very much will be, I think that you can purchase the soundtrack, and I would like to, because it's really good. Just really, like, really relaxing and beautiful and whatever, but there's also a couple more intense moments that were also really good and really well balanced, so, and yeah, I wanna play again and see if I can save Greth. Maybe not convince her to merge with the behemoth this time. I don't actually know if telling Jasmine about it and having her be a narc actually changed anything, because it never specifically addressed it, so I don't know if they would have found out anyway, but I obviously won't tell her that again if I play again, so yeah. But anyway, this was lovely. I'm so glad that we are trying some new things again, getting to play those smaller indie games that I love so much. I definitely have some more on the list, but I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna do next, so we'll see. Doing the Predator handshake over buying game soundtracks? Absolutely. And, like, it's possible that I could just stream it, too. Like, they might be up on the streaming services, but, like, you know, every now and then I just want to throw money at someone for making something really beautiful that I love, right? Which, you know, it can be true of the game as well, but if I can buy the soundtrack, too, then I'm gonna do it. So, yeah, it's good. But yeah, I don't know that I can talk much more without talking in circles. Highly recommend the game. I suspect you can get a very different ending than I did, or at least very different story getting there. So, you know, watching it once doesn't necessarily preclude playing it yourself. But yeah, I'm gonna set up this raid to go see Jess, who is playing Date Everything again. Thank you guys for being here and coming on this journey with me. It was really interesting, really lovely. Glad we did it, and yeah, I'm looking forward to whatever we pick next. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep on the streak of banger after banger, but if we'll try, we'll do our best. But until next week Tuesday, I appreciate you, and I thank you for being here, and I will see you then. Bye guys.